Maths also the same case happened. Maths
बट
also
हमने बहुत कुछ कैलकुलेशंस तो किया ही नहीं है उसमें, विस्कर प्लॉट नहीं है हमको, एंड दोस मोड स्पेशली मीडियंस, वी डिडंट कैलकुलेट दिस मीडियंस, इंटरवल मीडियंस, एक क्वेश्चन भी किया ही नहीं था इतना सेशन में हम लोग।
हाँ, हाथ तो था, लेकिन मतलब ग्रेड असाइनमेंट से बहुत डिफरेंट था।
वही बोल रही हूँ, अभी तक हमने जो सीखा है और वो जो क्वेश्चन पेपर में है क्वेश्चंस बहुत
Hello everyone, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Same bro, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I think I should remove Gaurav from the meeting.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay. So, how is the practice for mock going on?
The mock tests were really tough and it's lengthy, and the topics calculations were not covered in our GAs or our solve with us.
Everything is covered.
So we felt very tough.
Everything is covered. Okay.
Also less
The
time for
median
the
calculations,
calculation.
interval median calculations, we never did discuss.
Could you please provide solutions of mock?
Yeah, mock solution will be provided. Okay, so mock solutions will be
provided for mock.
Mock solution will be provided by tomorrow morning max. Okay. Okay, so we will go question by question. Okay, we will discuss each and
Sir,
every.
I have a doubt. In graded assignment question number 2.
I didn't ask you to raise a hand.
Hello.
And ask out. Okay, so we will go question by question. Okay, and
so one doubt. The real qualifier exam toughness will be equal as mock test, or it will be lesser than that?
it is previous
more
year.
than that, sir.
It is previous year qualifier papers only. Okay, so you have an idea of qualifier.
No, no, we are first time attending the qualifier exam. The level of
these mock tests are just the previous year qualifier exams.
Okay, got it.
Okay, if we did with this, we will fail for sure. I will fail for sure with what knowledge I learned in this 4 weeks. If I
By the time we attend 7th.
Okay. Let's start. Okay, there is nothing new. Okay, this is all the concept we have already covered. Okay, so
Sir, I have doubt in one of the concepts. In graded assignment.
We are not covering graded assignment now. We are doing mock.
No, sir. Actually, I want to ask. Just listen, please, for a moment. You are representing.
Let's start with.
Representing.
Okay, wait. Let's start with the mock. We will do question by question and cover every concept.
One more thing.
After that, we will do. Okay, let me allow to.
Yeah, that's better.
It will be great.
Please go question by question.
Yeah, we will go question by question.
Are we concluding in this session the week 4 revision?
Week 4 revision is done in the previous session, right? If we have time, we will do it.
Done. Yes, done. Week 4 revision done.
Guys, let's stick to mock test for now, please.
Please focus on the mock test only.
Yeah,
please.
we are doing mock only. Okay, yeah, wait. Okay, moving on to first question. Were you able to do it, or you guys have doubt in it?
No.
Yes,
no.
I did it.
What is the approach?
I did it.
Okay. I think we should do that question then.
Discuss this question number 1.
Yeah, we will discuss each and every question. Okay, no worries.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah.
So, will you be discussing both the mock tests?
Yeah, both the mock tests will be doing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm just going serial wise. Mock test 1. So just going with that first. Okay. Okay. You all know the question. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, we have. It is given that we have 10 different categories of a categorical variable. Okay. and he calculated relative frequency for each category. Okay, and he denoted it by R1, R2, so on up to R10. That's mentioned in the question. And the angle of slices is making as pi Ri. Okay, and sum of, okay, let me just write it down. Okay, so what the question is trying to say is we have a categorical variable. Okay, let me just keep the name as it is, categorical variable. We have relative frequencies. Okay, and we have the angle of slice. Yeah, my voice is clear, right? It's not too low.
Yes,
that
clear.
much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
It's clear.
Clear.
Okay, so we have 10 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just write it down. Okay, relative frequencies, it's given as R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay, after that, the angle of slice, he used the formula pi Ri, right? Which is for first category, it will be pi R1. For second, it will be pi R2, pi R3, and so on and so forth up to pi R9 and pi R10, right? Okay, next information which is given to us that sum of all these angles should be equals to pi. Okay, so 2 pi equals just sum of all this. I am taking pi common, so it's just R1, R2, so on up to R10. Another interesting thing given to us is for the 10th category, right? For the 10th category, which is this one. Okay, he used the formula, like what he did is he used 2 pi minus pi times R1 plus R2, so on up to R9 to get the value of this. Okay, he did something like that. Okay, and he found that this equation resulted in 1.02 pi.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
so how did you take pi R10, since it is written that the angle of slices for the first 9 categories is used by the formula pi Ri. So how for the 10th category also you took pi R?
Okay, so
pi
it is
into-
meant. Okay, okay, I think I should show you the question again. For the first category, using the formula. Okay. Okay, so that's still the same thing, right? He said that the sum is the total. Okay.
Mhm.
And he calculated using this formula for the 10th category, which resulted in this, right? This equation. It's given to you.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Okay. I think we can ignore this one also. It's not a problem.
Sir,
Okay.
one doubt, please.
One
one
minute,
doubt.
let me just complete. So yeah, it is given to you two. This equation is given in the question if you are able to read it carefully. Okay. So from here you can see that pi gets cancelled out. Right. So we get 2 minus 1.02 as nothing but the sum of R1, R2 up to R9, right? So we know that for the first 9 categories, the sum of relative frequencies is 0.98, right? And we also know that the sum of all these relative frequency should be equals 1, right? So you can say that R1 plus R2, so on up to R9, R10, it should be equals 1. And we have already obtained that the sum of first 9 is nothing but 0.98, right? So 0.98.
Sir, it is not 0.8.98.
No. Okay, let me just complete. After that, we'll take out.
No, sir, it is 0.98, sir.
Yeah, it's 0.98. Just let me complete. from here we can get that relative frequency for the 10th category is nothing but 0.02, and total frequency is also given to you as 500, right? So using the formula for relative frequency for 10th category, okay, let's use it. Frequency upon 500, we know relative frequency is nothing but 0.02 times 500 will give us the frequency for 10th category. Okay, it is nothing but equals 10, right? Okay, let's take that out. Yes, Abhinav, what's your query in this?
I have one query, if I may speak. In the starting, we established that pi r1 plus pi r2 plus pi r3 and so on and so forth till pi r10 is supposed to be 2 pi.
Okay, not pi r10. Pi r10 is not used. He used it like 2 pi minus summation of all that.
Agree.
For till 9 categories, right? This is mentioned in the question.
But angle of slice, summation of angle of slice he had taken as 2 pi, right?
Yeah.
All the angles of the slice should add up to 2 pi, which seems quite evident. But when we do the mathematics, then 2 pi times 2 is equal to pi times the total summation of relative frequency.
Can you repeat 2 equals? Okay, sum of you're saying that this thing, right?
Yeah, sum of all the relative frequencies is also coming out to be 2 and also coming out to be
it is
1.
also mentioned in the question that he had made some mistake in the formula. He didn't take the correct one. He made some mistake. He used the wrong formula for first 9 categories. And for the 10th category, he did 2 pi minus sum of all this.
So in that case, we just have to focus on the information that is given in the question.
Yeah, you can't use any other information than given in the question. This is this is given,
he
right?
calculated the angle of slices for the first 9 categories using the wrong formula.
Yeah, for first 9 he did, and for the 10th he did. So adding them all.
But while calculating the total sum, he has used the same use the right formula of that it should all total out to 2 pi.
Yeah, for the 10th category he used that if I subtract all this from 2 pi, I will get 10th. So he used something like that.
Noted. Thanks a lot.
Sir, how we get 0.98?
How we got 0.98? This step, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this equation is given to you in the question as well. Okay, let me just show you the question. If you can see that it is mentioned that he calculated the angle of 10th slice using this formula, right?
Yes, sir.
And he also given that for the 10th category, the value comes out to be 1.02 pi.
Yes, sir.
So I just plug in this in the equation, right? He uses this formula and he got this thing, and this pi gets cancelled out, and just it's 1.02 comes out on left side becoming negative, and it's going there become positive, right?
Okay, got it, sir.
Okay, anyone any other? Yeah.
So the catch of this question mainly is the wrong formula which that person has used actually.
Yeah, if you just go by the line by line information given in the question, it's pretty simple, right?
Yes.
All you have to know is that sum of relative frequency is 1.
We just have to keep in mind that the wrong formula is used, not the right.
For the 9 categories.
Yeah, sir, can you please explain just once more, sir, how to see this problem?
Yeah, can I ask one quick question as well? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you please explain how the pi got cancelled as well? It may sound very silly, but just wanted to understand, please.
Pi. Okay, yeah. If I take pi common over here, right, it will become 2 minus. If I take pi common from this equation,
yeah,
it will become 2 minus r1 plus r2 up to rn, right?
Yeah.
R9.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
And if I divide both sides by pi, so that we can do,
okay,
right?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, so if you read question by question, right? Okay, what I did is the question gives me the information that there are 10 different categories of a categorical variable, right? So first I wrote down, okay, I am given some categorical variable which has 10 categories. I wrote down my first column as per the information given. After that, it is given to us that for the first 9 categories, we calculate the angle of slices using round formula pi ri, where ri is just the relative frequency of ith category, right? So I just made down two more columns. Ri is given to be the relative frequency for ith category, and the first 9 categories angle is calculated using par I formula. And then it is given to me that for the 10th category, we used this formula, 2 pi minus summation of all those. And we are also given that answer for this comes out to be 1.02 pi. So I just wrote down that equation, solved it. I got the sum of first 9 relative frequencies. And in general, I know that sum of all 10 should equals 1. So from here, I computed R10. And since total is given to you, you can definitely find the frequency for this one, right? Frequency is pretty easy if total and relative frequency you know.
Sir, usually this angle of slice, we usually multiply it by 360 degrees, no, sir? How do we find angle in a pi?
Yeah, you multiply by 2 pi ri, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, any other doubt in first question, or shall we move to second?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, shouldn't we minus 2 pi, sir, in the question where you are using pi plus in bracket R1 to R9?
Yeah.
Sir, shouldn't we that 2 pi?
No, why it would be 2 pi? It's given that for the first 9 I computed using this. Okay, this equation is given to me in the question if you look. See, this equation is given to me, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
It is also given to me
Sir,
an answer to this.
It is the wrong formula, no?
Yeah, I am given the wrong equation and wrong formula, but that is wrong for the angle of slices. Relative frequency is correct. He made the angles wrong. Relative frequency is not wrong. It is nowhere mentioned that relative frequencies are wrong.
Okay,
he used the wrong formula for angles. Okay. Anyone any other doubt, or shall we move to the second question?
Second question, sir.
We can please proceed.
Okay. Okay, moving on to second, the grade statistics exam. Okay, what is the box and Mixer plot? Okay, so whenever you see that you have to draw or identify box and Mixer plot, remember you always have to calculate the 5-number summary. Okay. 5-number summary is nothing but minimum value. And then first quartile.
Sir, I wasn't able to hear what you said.
Is my voice audible to everyone else? Or is...
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I think you
Sir,
can...
it's audible.
Yes, sir.
Sir, just do repeat.
Okay, so whenever we have to find, like, plot or identify which one is the correct box and whisker plot, we first have to find this 5-number summary. Okay, 5-number summary is nothing but minimum, first quartile, second quartile.
I wasn't able to hear what you said.
I think everyone else is able to hear, so you should just check your network. Okay. Okay, so 5-number summary involves these 5 things to compute. All right. Okay, now let's look at the data. The data given to us is kind of in a bar chart form. Okay, and to compute this value, I would suggest it's better if you convert it first to the frequency distribution table. Okay, so if you see that if I want to make frequency distribution table, okay, so okay, it would be some grades over here, right, and frequency over here. Grades are 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, it's one more. Frequencies are also given to you, right? Let me use different colors. 7, 12, 12, 7, and 2, right? So you can see that minimum grade is nothing but 6, right? So minimum is 6. Maximum is nothing but 10. We got the 2 values already. Okay. First quartile. You all know how to read the frequency distribution table. So let me just write it once again. So what it means is the grade 6 occurs 7 times. So my data will be something like that. 6, 6, 7 times.
7 times 6. Yes. Right.
Okay. And then similarly 12 times 7. And then 8, 9, 10, so on will be my data. In last we will have 2 10s, right? So in total number of observation is nothing but sum of the frequency. Sum of the frequency is nothing but 30 here, right? Or you can say number of observation is 30. So to find the first quartile, okay, we sort of find the value of n by 4 first, which is nothing but 7.5.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. I believe number of observations will be 40.
Yes, sir.
45.
Okay, okay, thanks for bringing it to notice. Yeah, it will be 40, right? Okay, thanks. So n by 4 is nothing but 10. Since it is an integer, so my first quartile will be the average of 10th and 11th observation, right? If you see, I am arranging this data in the ascending order. My first 7 observations are 6, okay? Then my next 12 observations are 7. So from here, you kind of notice that my 10th and 11th observation will also be 7. Could be somewhere here, 10th and 11th observation, right? So my first quartile will be nothing but average of the 10th and 11th, which is 7. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you tell me from where he has got 10 here and by 4 is equal to 10?
This thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so n is nothing but the total number of observation. Total number of observation equals sum of the frequency, which is 40, right?
Yeah.
7 plus 12. So for first quartile, what we do is we do 0.25 times n, which is nothing but n over 4. So
Okay,
40, which is 10. So since it is an integer, we take the average of 10th and 11th observation. Right? And since our 10th and our observation is 7 here, Q1 is 7. Similarly, for Q2, we find n by 2, which is nothing but 20. So again, we will take average of 20th and 21st observation. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the data more carefully for this.
Sir,
yeah.
Sir, actually, when we use n plus 1 by 4,
n plus 1 by 4.
Getting data is odd.
For quartile, if I find
NP, you have to see the NP value.
Yeah, we always see NP. If it is an integer, we take the average of this and the next highest integer. If it is something in decimal like this, we only take the next highest integer, which is 10. Okay.
Sir, after you calculated 10, then what you do n by 2 equal to 20, how does it come?
Okay, so for median, we used to calculate n by 2, right? So 20th observation will be my median. Since 20 is an integer, we will take average of 20th and 21st as the
median you already calculated, right? 11th and 10th and 11th.
No, it's first quartile. N by 4. It's first quartile. For median, we compute n by 2.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So from here, you can see that my first 7 observation will be grade 6 if I arrange in ascending order. From 8th to 19th observation, it will be 7. From 20th to 31st observation, it will be 8. From 32nd to 38th observation, it will be 9. And 39 and 40th observation will be 10 if I arrange in ascending order, right? First to 7th observation, better. Okay. So you see my median will be the average of 20th and 21st observation, which lies in this category. So both of my 20th and 21st observation will be 8. So median is nothing but average of 20th and 21st, which are both 8. So it's 8. Similarly, for third quartile, we compute 3n by 4, which is nothing but 30. So we will take average of 30th and 31st observation. And here you can see that both of my observation again lie in this, again, 30th and 31st observation. So third quartile will be again 8 plus 8 by 2, which is 8. Okay, so now we have the 5-number summary, right? 6, 7, 8, 8, and 10. Okay. Any doubt till now before we go to discuss plot? Yeah.
Sir, just one question. Is it possible for any set that third quartile and second quartile to be same? Like
yeah, here it is same, right?
Same query.
So
here it is same.
Yeah, so is it okay, sir? The data, that means both median and third, that means both 50th and 75th percentile, we have the same value.
Yeah, it is because, see, okay, let's assume I have only 5 observation. Okay, I am writing down just new data set over here. Let's assume I have only 5 observation. All of them are 2.
Okay, sir.
So my minimum is 2, maximum is 2, even my median is 2.
Okay.
First quartile is 2. So if my observation keeps on repeating, I can have same values as multiple quartiles.
Okay, sir. Understood,
Here,
sir.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So see, we have our 5 number summary, right? And if we, I think I can erase this one over here to go for box and plot.
So just a quick question. If we have just now, like you explained, if you have all the 5 numbers summary as 2, so how will your this box plot will look like?
Okay, our box plot will be just this.
This line. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a quick question, if I may.
Sure.
When you calculated the Q2 and Q1 and Q3, basically we said it would be 10. Q1 is 10. Then and
Q1
then
is 10th and 11th.
Yeah, no, but then it's
I
a
think
10th position, right?
Q2 is
10th
wrong,
value.
right?
Yeah.
Q2 you should straight away take the 10th value, right? Why you are averaging out?
No, Q2. Why will I take straight forward 10? There are total 40 observations. No?
Yeah. So 40 observation means you can take the 20th one, right?
20th and 21st, average of the 2.
Okay, that's what I was slightly confused.
Okay.
Even for the Q1,
40 number of observation cannot have an exact center.
Yeah,
so
we cannot have exact center.
It
We
should be
take
20th
average.
and 21st center. Henceforth, the averages.
Yeah, no, I think that's precisely my question was even
for
around
Q1. For Q2, NP is 9.25, right?
No, and for Q2, P is 0.5, right? N is 40, so NP will be 20.
20.
Since it is an integer, I will take average of 20th and 21st observation.
Okay.
Sorry, sir, let me finish my doubt.
Yeah.
So in this case, for everyone, Q1, Q2, Q3, we have not just gone straight by the position which we got, like 10th or 20th or 30th.
Yeah.
We have always gone for the average of that position 30th as well as the next.
It is because whenever my NP is an integer,
okay,
I will take that integer, like here it's 10, I will take that integer and next integer's average. Okay. If it is something in decimal, let's say 8.25, I will take the next highest integer, which is 9. Only.
Okay, that is what my confusion, because in one of the previous exercises it was decimal and we just took 9.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why we take.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Sir, one small doubt is that the general formula for the quartile is n+1 into 0.25 or 0.75 or 0.5, no?
No, it's NP only.
But it's okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So for box plot, we have these 5 information: Q1, Q3, and some Q2 over here. Okay.
Sir, one question here. Minimum.
Okay,
sir,
just let me finish. Yeah. Okay. So if you see, the minimum here should be my 6. Q1 should be 7. Q2 should be 8, and Q2, Q3 are colliding over here, so it's 8. Maximum is 10. Okay. And if you look at the options over here, so we can see that here minimum is 5, so that's you can reject straightforward. Here minimum is 6, Q1 is 7, Q2 is not shown in this graph, Q3 is 8, and maximum is 10. So yeah, this will be the correct option.
Sir, one small doubt is there. May I?
Here. Yeah. Continue.
Sir, is there no use of mean and median for this box and whisker plot?
Only median. Q2 is the median, right?
Yeah, Q2 is the median. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, this is the correct option for this box and whisker plot. Any doubt in this before we proceed further?
No,
one question for.
Okay. Who is having this ask? Yeah.
For box whiskers mode.
How to?
How to calculate mode for this?
We cannot find mode from box and whisker plot. Box and whisker plot only give us this 5 number summary. Minimum, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and maximum. Second quartile will also refer to as median. Okay. We cannot find mode from there.
Here the median box plot. How will we identify the median from just the box plot?
Okay, so median is
No, sir. Please move forward.
Okay, let me just explain. For median, there is a dotted line always plotted in between. Okay, here if it is not here, median is not represented, so we cannot find.
In the box plot.
1 minute. Let her complete. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The median and the Q3 is 8, no, sir, in this?
Yeah, in this it is 8, but in general, if you see some box plot, okay, I'm talking about some general scenario.
Okay.
Okay, if I general scenario, this is my box plot. Okay.
Okay.
This is the minimum value. This is first quartile. This is third quartile. This is maximum. Okay.
Yeah.
And median is anywhere in this a dotted line. It's median.
Okay.
So yeah.
Thank you.
So anywhere between Q1 and Q3.
Yeah, it can even collide Q1 and Q3 as in this example. Okay.
Okay. Sir, I have a question. How do we identify the outliers in the box plot by seeing the box plot?
By seeing the box plot. Okay, let me explain box
it was the question, but I don't know which assignment I have.
One small doubt. See,
okay, so for box plot, the outlier is mentioned by someone, like everyone use different notation. Some use this circle to represent that there is an outlier. Some use this cross to represent that there is an outlier observation below minimum. There is an outlier observation above maximum. So that's how we represent outlier in box and cross. Okay.
Sir, but
So,
on
but how
that
can
question, no notation is notated, but the answer is yes. This box plot has outliers.
Okay, so for that case, if data is given to you,
So by using the
okay,
formula
you have to use the formula.
that was the formula.
One question is there.
You can use
You can
formula
explain
also.
there. One question is there below that.
Yeah, we will go to that. Then we will do that also.
Yeah, please
But if
proceed.
the outliers is above maximum or below minimum, then how is the maximum minimum defined?
Okay, so this, if there are outliers in my data, right? In that cases, my box plot gives me this value. This value is this, and all the outliers will be above it. Similarly for minimum.
Okay, so got it.
Box and plot will not give me maximum minimum in that case. Okay.
Sir, may I ask one quick doubt here?
Yeah.
See, if the given data, the probable answer set, if they're so different, and we know that max and mean value from the given data, and to save time, I mean, I know that we should calculate and see the exact value, but can we just guess and move forward? Like, I mean, it will be accurate only, right? If we know the max and mean from the given data, and if no other sample close to that.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like here also, I think only finding minimum maximum will get you the answer, right? Here minimum is 5. Oh no, here you have to find Q1 and Q3 also.
There are 2 options.
No, here we need to calculate Q1
You
and
need to
Q3.
calculate. Yeah. Okay.
So the data in this question is actually bimodal, I think.
Bimodal. Yeah, it is bimodal 7, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Moving forward to third question.
Excuse me, sir. One last question.
Yeah.
Was the missing of median in these options intentional, or I mean, was it to mislead, or was it genuine? Because like there is no dotted line for the median in any of the options.
Yeah, it is up to you. I don't want to represent median in my box plot. It's up to me how I want to.
So it's not mandatory.
Yeah, it's not mandatory.
So if we were to represent the median, how would we represent in any one of the options? Take an example and.
Yeah, I just showed that, right? Median is shown by this dotted line, anywhere in between QM and Q3.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one question.
The mode and model are same or different?
What?
Mode and model are same or different?
Yeah, these are same. For now, you can consider it as same.
Sir, if grade points are given,
the maximum number is called model or repeated number.
The one which is repeated maximum number of time, it's called mode. We will cover that questions also. Any doubt in this particular question?
Sir, sir, in Q1 minus 1.5, so when to take that value?
You will not be given such complicated questions, so just relax.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So are you going to take other questions from another mock test? There was one more mock test.
Yeah, we are gonna do both the mock tests. Don't worry. Okay.
ये सब मिलके परेशान कर रहे हैं बच्चे.
And who is that?
Sir, please can you move forward?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please move forward.
Okay, let's move forward. Question number 3. I think you all you have to do is find the mean and sample variance.
No need to explain this, I think.
Yeah, it's only calculation, right? Anyone still any doubt?
I have a doubt.
No, sir, no doubt in this.
Sir, I have a doubt how to find the point-biserial correlation coefficient.
Yeah, we'll come to that. I am not on this question only. Third. This one is clear, right? You have to find only mean.
Yeah, so this one is clear.
Explain. This one only.
Okay, moving forward, absolute value
No
of
need.
point-biserial coefficient between gender and salary.
It's there in the solution. No need to explain.
Okay, for point-biserial, okay, you can do a
Basically, what formula we have to use? Actually, standard deviation, sample standard, or population
okay, yeah,
standard?
let me clarify. The formula for point-biserial you have to use is y0 bar minus y1 bar and population standard deviation times p0 p1. Okay, so for example, I'm just
modulus. Do we take modulus for y not by
no, you don't take modulus. You find just this value, and in question we always ask you the absolute value of this, so you take the absolute. Okay. So if you consider this data, gender, salary, I'm just taking some random data. I'm not doing the question one.
Population standard deviation or sample standard deviation, sir?
It's population.
Even
if
there
is sample. Sir, in the video lecture, there is sample.
Yeah, it was given sample, sir.
Okay, so yeah, there is a bit error in that. Okay, I'm coming to that also. Just give me a minute. Okay, so suppose I am taking a male as 0th category. Okay, and female as first category. So y0 bar will be the mean of 0th category, right? But will be the mean will be the of these value, right? Salary for the 0th category is 7, then it's 8, then it's 5. The mean of these 3 observations will be by y0. Moving forward, y1 bar is nothing but mean of observation belong to first category, which is nothing but 5 and 10. The mean of these two will be my y1 bar. Okay. Moving forward, sigma x, it is the population standard deviation of this salary over here. Of all these 5 observations, if you find population standard deviation, it will give you a value of sigma x, right? And p0 is the number of observation belonging to 0th category upon total number of observation. So here 3 observation belong to 0th category of total 5. So p0 is 0.6, p1 is 0.4. Okay. And yeah, moving to the lectures formula. In lectures, you are told that you have to this formula p0 p1 here. Okay, let me use some different color. Okay, y0 bar and y1 bar are the same. Okay, sx is your sample standard deviation of the salary. Your p0 becomes n0 by n minus 1 and p1 becomes n1 by n for this formula. So that's why use population standard deviation straightforward. There will be no confusion in p0 and p1. Okay.
So is there anything like in a particular situation we should use sample, or in a particular situation we should use?
You can use this formula always. It's pretty easy. I think for p0 there is no confusion in p0 and p1. So,
Okay.
Yes, this is easy population.
Okay.
Sir, for sample, p0 equal to n minus 1, but p1 for n1 by n. So why here we are putting only n?
We are not going into some deep core derivation of statistics. Okay.
Just give me just.
It is just because we are using sample here. So for sample, we have to compensate something. That's why we use n minus 1 over here.
So now I got confused.
Madam has said we don't do that.
Understand for p0, just only for p1. Just
no. You can do it reverse as well. Okay. You can do p0 as n0 by n and p1 as n1 by n minus 1. It's up to you. But one of them will
Madam
be
has
n
asked
minus
us
1.
to don't use n minus 1.
Yeah, for that you have to use this formula. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, please just one last time. Now I'm confused. So we are going to use population standard deviation, right? And
Yeah.
P naught P1. Okay.
This n naught by n and n1 by
Yes,
n.
yes, cool.
Can we use this and solve that question so that it's clear as an example
No, we
rather
don't
than
have
Oh,
that
you
much
can
time.
you can do the
questions to
calculation
do.
and verify. You will get the correct answer using this formula only. Okay.
No, but what I wanted to understand is now if you're saying y0 bar is mean of 0, so in that
Yeah.
question, how do we go about that?
Here's similar question in practice assignments if you want.
Mean of 0th category. See which observation belong to 0th category. 7, 8, and 5. So mean of these three observations will be y naught bar.
Okay.
Y1 bar will be mean of these two. Sigma x population standard deviation of these 5. P naught, number of observation belong to 0.
Sir, why are you taking standard deviation, population standard deviation?
Because that's the correct formula derived.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in some question, we take sample standard deviation.
No.
Yes, sir. It should be sample
place of sigma
If
x.
you are taking sample standard deviation, you have to use P naught and P1 as this value. If you are taking population standard deviation, you can use P naught and P1 as this. Okay, that's the correct formula. There is some error in the MEMS lecture. Okay, so that's the correct.
One final thing, sir. Which formula should we use? The sample one or the population one? One final thing, sir.
One final. For most convenient, I would suggest you to use this formula. I am writing down. This is the mean of 0th categories, mean of first category, population standard deviation of all. P naught is nothing but number of observation belong to 0th category upon total number of observation. P1
Sir,
is number of observation.
if you could write the formula for converting the sample to population standard deviation, that would be helpful. Here it's.
Yeah, we will do that. We'll have such question further as well. Okay, this formula is clear to everyone.
Tell the range of point biserial.
It's also this. Same as correlation.
-1 to 1.
But in the question, we will always be asking you absolute value only. So keep that in mind. Absolute value lies between 0 and 1.
Sir, in original standard deviation, we take under root of sample or population. Now I'm confused actually. As per my knowledge, we take sample under root, sample deviation under root.
Sample deviation under root, like where? Here it's population standard deviation only.
No, for the original formula, sample deviation, population deviation, and standard deviation. For finding out standard deviation, we take under root of sample.
Yeah, variance. If you want population standard deviation, you take under root of population variance.
Okay, understood.
Okay, that's.
Sir, here in under root PO PJ, it should be divided by number of.
No. In formula of P naught, it's n naught by n. In P1, it's n1 by n. There is nothing.
n1 divided by n square.
This is proportion of 0 and 1, right?
You can just plug in the value. You will get this.
How much time should we expect to calculate the population deviation of a?
These are old qualifiers. So, but in recent qualifiers, we have improved that you don't have to go much calculation. You just clear the concept. You will directly take it. You won't be having these difficult calculation this time.
At what range of value we can say that it's strong and it's weak?
Okay, we will have further question for that. We will cover that.
Okay.
You spend much time over here. We are done with the
Discussed
fourth.
in the previous session.
Okay, question number 5. Is this clear to everyone? 250.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, are you going to provide a solution for all this?
I have some
eventually?
problem in question number 5.
Okay, let's do it as well. Yeah, solution will be released also. No worry on that. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so yeah, we have outcome given to us some their frequency and their relative frequency. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's x 10, y 35. Okay, c and 60. And I think it's 0.2 over here. This is the given data. We know that total number of observation is nothing but 250 because we are rolling dice 250 times. So sum of frequency will be 250 for sure. We are given that relative frequency of 3. Relative frequency of 3 is nothing but 0.2. We know by the formula of relative frequency, it is nothing but
y by 250.
Frequency of 3 by total 0.2. So frequency of 3 is nothing but 250 times 0.2.
50 times
50, sir.
Okay, so we got the value of y for now, right? Okay. Next thing which is given to you as the difference between relative frequency. Okay, let me just take it as R1 and R5. Okay. You are given that R1 minus R5 equals 0.06, right? If I multiply both sides by 250, which is this total sum over here, sure. 250 times R1 minus 250 times R5 equals 250 times 0.06. Okay. So what we get is these 250 times R1, just like here, we get the frequency of 1, right? For 250 times R5, we got frequency of 5, right? So frequency of 1 is nothing but x, frequency of 5 is z. So we got x minus z equals 255 times this number, which is, I think, 15.
15.
Okay. Which is 15. Okay, who is this unmuting and talking some? Sushmita, can you mute yourself and not unmute again and again? I think I should put her in the waiting room for now. Okay, that's better. So yeah, and we also know that sum of all this is 250. So on adding that, you will get that your x plus z is nothing but 95. And obviously you can solve these two equations, right? Adding these two equations, we got 2x equals 110. So x equals 55. Once I got the value of x, I plug in here. I got z equals 40. So now I have my complete data for now, right? And we have to find the median. So for 250 observation, n by 2 is 125. 125 means we have to find the average of 125th and 126th observation, right? So where will 125th and 126th observation lie, right? So let's.
Can you please repeat the step?
Yeah.
How?
Yes, sir. How we get x and z?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay,
sir, why we multiplied 250 out minus these terms? Why we multiplied 250?
Okay. Let me
Crystal
write it over here. Okay, let's see. You know that relative frequency is nothing but frequency upon total, right? So frequency is nothing but relative frequency times total, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I know my total is 250.
Yes.
If I multiply it by 250,
yes,
I will get the frequency of this x, which is a frequency of 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, I will get frequency of 5 if I multiply by 250.
Yes, sir.
And if I'm multiplying LHS by 250, I must multiply RHS by 250.
Both sides, yes.
Yeah, so I got, this is x, frequency of 1, frequency of 5 is z, x minus z we got as 15, right?
Yes, sir. Understand.
I also know that sum of all these frequencies is nothing but 250.
Yes.
If you add it up, you will get x plus z equal 95.
Yes. Then solving, then we get.
And then x equals 55 and z equals 40.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Sir, just confirming one thing.
Yeah.
We were given the difference of relative frequencies 0.06.
Yeah.
To convert from the relative frequency to the frequency, we have multiplied by 250
Total.
and then mid the. So if
Yeah.
suppose that frequency was 100, we would have multiplied by 100.
Yeah, if total sum of all the frequencies 100, I would have multiplied by 100.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so here, yeah, we have this data. So outcome 1, if I arrange it in ascending order,
so sir, is there any other way that we can compute this?
Yeah, there are many different ways you can do different properties.
So,
you can go on.
Other ways are lengthy, sir. I have
other ways are
calculated
lengthy. You can find relative frequency for all of them and then make the sum of relative frequencies as 1. Then
Too
use this
time
relation.
taking.
That's what I have done.
I'm just going for the straightforward way. Okay, so now this data is already in my ascending order, right? So 1 will be appearing from 1st to 55th observation, from 56th to I think 10th. Okay, so 65th observation, it will be 2. From 66th to I think 115th observation, and then 116th observation to something 140th observation, it will be 4. So you can see that both 125 and 126th observation are 4. It lies in here. So median is nothing but 4 plus 4 by 2, which is 4, right? That's the median. Any doubt in this?
No, sir. No doubt.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
All clear.
sir.
This x minus z and x plus z, how did you get 15 and 95?
Okay, for I have this equation is given to me, right? And
Yes.
I have multiplied both sides by 250, which is nothing but my total.
Correct.
So total times relative frequency is nothing but the frequency. So I got frequency of 1, which is x, and this is z. So x minus z 15. Sum of all these frequencies is 250. So I got x plus z as 95 using this equation. Solving, you can do further things.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Sir, one more thing. For creating this range from 1st to 55, we are just adding it the frequency in this.
Yeah, I'm just adding the frequency.
Okay. How we add which type of language we use to this type things?
This is cumulative frequencies. Okay. I don't think it's covered by now, so not going into it. Okay. Okay, moving forward, choose the correct statements among the following. Okay, so range and variance are affected by outliers. Yes, they are definitely affected by outlier. IQR.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Just one by variance, I think will not be affected by outliers. No, sir, only range.
Why variance won't be affected? Okay. See, I have this data, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yes, sir.
If I compute variance for it, let's say it's something around, let's assume, okay, just some random value.
Sir.
It's approximately 1. If I add an outlier, let's say 100, then if you will compute variance, it will go something 20 plus, I think. Okay. So variance is affected by outlier.
So only the interquartile range IQR is not affected by outliers.
IQR is not affected. Median is also not affected because it's a middle observation.
Yeah.
Mode is also
Standard
not
deviation.
affected. If variance is getting affected, standard deviation will also definitely get affected, right?
So box plot doesn't change and everything changes.
If mean is affected, then the variance and standard deviation.
Yeah, mean is affected.
All things related to mean.
Okay, moving forward, range of sample data set is never greater than range of population. Yes, because sample is just a subset of population. So its samples range can never exceed the population, right? If let's assume an example, in my population, minimum is let's say 1 and maximum is 10. So range will be 9, right? If I take sample from this population, there is no way that my maximum can be greater than 10, right? And minimum can be less than 1. So range of sample will always be, you can say, less than or equal to population range. Won't exceed it in any case. Okay. Median is not that much affected by outliers because median is the middle value only. Mean is affected by outliers. Unit of variance is same. No, it is not same because variance unit is just a unit squared times because we square the deviation from mean every time and then add it.
Sir, how is interquartile range is not affected by outliers?
How the
interquartile range is not affected by outliers?
Yes, right, sir. Please explain first one, sir.
Okay, let's assume this is my let's say data set. Okay. Let's assume it, right? 500. Or let's just take some random things. I don't know what to take. Okay, let's keep it till 5. I think that will be easy. Okay, suppose this is my original data set, right? If you take Q3 will be this, Q1 will be this, so IQR will be 2. If I add outlier, instead of 5 there is an outlier, still my IQR will be 2, right? It's not that affected at all.
Yes.
So your Q1 and Q3 are not affected.
We
These are
add one more
basically,
value.
see, Q1 and Q3 are nothing but the 25th percentile and 75th percentile, right? And your outliers are, close to that minimum value or that maximum value only. So there is no way that these two will be affected by.
Okay, sir.
But what if the frequency of the variable changes?
Frequency, then in that case, it is possible that what you are assuming to be outlier may not be an outlier at all. If I keep on repeating 105 times, then it is no longer an outlier. Right.
And if that the internal data set is having a much larger frequency, will the median or the IQ not be affected by that?
No, if I am having 105 times, it is possible that even outlier formula won't show that 100 is not an outlier. So that's the matter. Okay, moving forward to next question. Yeah, please ask.
Yeah, sir. If we have to find the outliers, then how we will calculate?
Okay, so outlier is first you have to compute Q1, Q3, and IQR, which is nothing but Q3 minus Q1. If any value less than Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR, or any value greater than Q3 plus 1.5 times the IQR, you consider it as outlier. Okay, that's the formula for it. Okay, moving forward to any doubt in the 7th question, or is it clear?
No, that's clear.
No, sir, it's clear.
Anyone having doubt?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where did you get stuck in it?
No,
how did you approach this question?
I said all good, sir. Sorry.
All good. Okay. Okay, moving on to the 8th. Okay, if each value of data set is increased by 7, then which of the numerical summaries will not change?
Standard deviation, sir.
Okay, yeah, because
So range is also not changing.
Range is also.
Yeah, range. Okay, let me just
The range and
take a
standard.
quiz data set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If I add 7 to each of them, it will be nothing but 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you see that mean here was 3. It has now changed to 10. So mean is affected. Same for the median. Median is also 3. It has now become 10. Okay, let's keep the mode. Let's say mode is the 5. So mode is also changed to 12 if I add it to 7. And if you talk about range in the first data set is 5 minus 1, 4. For second data set, it's also 12 minus 8, 4. So range will also not change. And variance is also not affected by addition of any observation. So standard deviation will also be not affected, right? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving forward. Question number 9.
Sir, yes, sir. I had a problem. My answer is not matching in 9th, sir.
Okay, but how did you?
Mine too. Can we go through the 9th question, please?
Sir, in this question,
answer
is not matching. 0, 1, we need to
Here,
remove.
I just have a doubt. While
let's do it.
calculating it, whether the sample minus 1 you have to take, or the like n minus 1 you have to take, or it is divided by n.
You have to take you have to find sample. So let be.
So it is summation of fi, right? Summation of fi minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So number of bikes on and frequency over here.
A decimal difference is coming in the answer. 0.2, 0.3 difference.
Okay, so number of bikes on 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can take it as excise. Your frequencies FIR nothing but 5, H, 4, 2, and 1. So yeah, first you have to find sample variance. Okay, which is nothing but summation this fi times xi minus x bar whole square. And since it's sample, it will be summation fi, which is total number of observation minus 1. And then for standard deviation, you will just take the square root of this, right?
Sir, but actually my value is coming 0.81, taking sample standard deviation, which is not 0.81, sir.
Yeah, I don't think that should be okay. Okay, we think we can do it if you are having trouble.
Let's solve it, sir.
Yeah, let's solve it using Google Sheet for sure.
Sample standard deviation, I got 1.27 in that.
Let me just.
Will the
okay,
Google
so,
Sheets be allowed in the exam?
No, it won't be allowed in the exam.
No, it won't.
Okay, so it's
Then you
0,
don't
1,
need to
2, 3,
do
4,
all this calculation, right?
5, 8, 4, 2, and 1, right?
No, even over there, one needs to know the formula. That's why I asked. Sorry about that, but it was just.
Okay, let's stick to this question for now.
Sometimes it's too lengthy.
So x bar is nothing but the average of. Okay, not this, but the average of. Well, just write it. I think average of this x size, which is nothing but 2. Okay. So first I'm computing xi minus x bar, which is nothing but unit observation minus 2, right? So just give me this. Then I square it. I think someone's mic is making disturbance over here. Yeah, okay. Then I square it, which is nothing but this time this again. I got xi minus x bar whole square. And definitely I have to multiply it by fi. Fi times the square term. So I got square times fi.
Sir, sir, interrupting, sir, while finding the mean, we have to do finding the value of sigma fx by sigma f, no? Sir, we have to multiply the 0 into 5.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir, same question. FI
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
that's
okay. No,
actually
no.
4.
But
Yeah.
I'm no. See, what I did is I take fi as common. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay, what I did is
That's another formula.
that's.
Suppose their frequencies are in lag.
Let's see.
Then what would be
one
the
minute.
result?
The formula is just minus 1. Let's ignore that. This formula, right? This is the formula. So what I did is I first computed xi minus x bar whole square. Then I multiplied it by fi.
Okay.
Then I am adding it. So that's it.
So what is the alternate formula of variance?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll come to that also. Okay. And then I squared it and then it did. So I got fi and that the square team. Okay, so summation
Sir?
fi is nothing but
Sir,
let me just
sorry
complete
to.
first.
Okay, sir. Sorry.
Okay. So your sample variance. Okay, let's just write sample variance is 34 divided by summation fi minus 1, right? And the sample standard deviation will be just the square root of this, which is 1.33. Okay, I think there may be some answer. What value you guys are getting for it?
1.25 for me,
I got the same
but then the
answer,
actual answer is
1.34.
1.2. Yeah.
I got this
Whether the
answer
sample is
only,
different for different people or same sample data?
First data is same. Okay, I think there will be
I
some.
got the same answer.
So
I got
sorry,
1.27.
can
Okay,
you go back to the
1.27.
sample variance formula 1 second, please?
Yeah.
So here what we are saying is we are taking E8 34 upon B8 20 minus 1. Okay, frequency. Okay.
Okay, so I think there may be some answer error input, so just ignore the calculation part. But yeah, you must know how to find it.
Sir,
Right?
there it is divided by 19, right? That is sample variance.
But
Yeah.
my answer match.
But
My
total
answer
number
match-
of bikes owned will be lesser because there are 5 people who don't have any bikes.
Okay, I think you
Does
guys
that
can
not account
check
for?
check the calculation again on yourself. Okay, it's possible that I have made some mistaken
Here,
calculations.
it's
Can you
accepting
repeat this question
in
again?
between
Sir, could you
1.1 to 1.2, but we got 1.34. What you did in the Excel, that's what asked.
Okay, you guys can check the calculation again. It is possible to have some calculation error. Okay,
Yes,
let's.
sir,
Here
but
in
it's
Excel, if
matching.
the
Sir, I
let's-
did it
no,
matching,
if
sir.
it
I
is
said
taking more
what
than
you-
2 decimal,
Okay, let's just
You
stick
got
to
in
the.
the Excel,
we can
same
use the
answer we
alternate
got.
formula, na?
Let me finish it. Okay, we are not sticking to the answer. Answer barely matters over here, right? But
So we can use the
yeah.
alternate formula, na?
Yeah, we can also use it, but let's stick to this one for now. So, okay, so yeah, the way to approach this question is we are given x size 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are given frequencies, which I'm saying is Fi 5, 8, 4, 2, and 1. So what I have founded it first is this is my formula. Let's not write n. Let's stick with it. Summation Fi minus 1
Sir.
and denominator. Yeah. Xi minus x bar whole square. This is our formula. So first I founded the value of xi minus x bar, then I squared it. Then I find the value of fi xi minus x bar whole square. And then I sum it. I will get numerator. For denominator, I will just sum it and subtract 1 for it, right? I will get this denominator value. And numerator is this value. I will get on adding.
So when it comes to the denominator, it is always the frequency, is it, which you would
Sir,
summate and
yeah, always
get
the frequencies.
Sir,
always the frequency. Okay.
Sir, just sorry to interrupt you. While calculating the mean, sir, what I got while calculating sigma fx by fs 26 by 20, that is 1.3. Actually, the mean that I got.
no,
Yes,
by
sir, I
26 by
also
20,
got
26 by
the same
19.
1.3.
Yeah, mean is 1.3. For
Okay.
mean, you have computed this thing, right?
Yes, sir, I have computed total mean as when dividing by the mean x bar as 1.3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is right.
Sir,
Mean is right.
first, like we did fi, xi, and then summation.
Actually,
Yes,
sir,
I too did the same. FIXI. I did the FIXI.
sir,
And
that
then take it
that
as
is coming 26, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
sum of
26
observations
by
20. So it is 26 by 20. It is 1.3. The mean
Yes,
that I
sir.
have
Yes.
got. So, but after that, I actually that's my result came 0.81.
Okay,
Same.
let
No, I
okay,
got
let me just
1.34.
okay, let me just check it again. I think say it's xi
So the
minus.
formula for finding the sample standard deviation is the square root of variance, na?
Yeah, square root of variance.
Then the
I think, sir, we should
formula
move
given
on. This
for
is done. There will be some minor mistake in the calculation.
Yeah, I think you
There
guys.
is no mistake in the calculation. I'm thinking maybe the answer
Okay,
is
there is
wrong because we
possible
all
that
got.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
No,
so
I got right
just
answer, no?
Yes,
Some
sir.
of you
Answer
may
is
have
wrong.
got right answer.
the right answer.
okay, so you all can also check the answer in the solution PDF. I think calculation will
Sir,
be shown
I
there
got
as
the
well.
right answer, sir. I got
Sir,
the right
when
answer.
will we
Yeah, it
get
is
the
possible.
solution PDF?
You will get it by tomorrow morning.
it
So
has
yeah, it is,
already been given.
Already available.
So,
where
Where
is
is
it
that?
available?
Where is?
okay.
It's not available. It will be released.
So I have received it. Just
Yes, I have
refresh
received
the.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible that you may have previous years. Okay, we have removed and modified some question as well. So yeah, won't be that same.
Sir, just one question. So that x bar will be 1.3. No, so that is the process. I am not.
Yeah, I
telling
think
you.
yeah. If you take x bar as 1.3, I think you will get the correct answer over there.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Move on.
Yeah,
Sir. Thank you,
you
sir.
can check the solution PDF for that better.
Sir, on that question, should we include
bar is
the friends who have 0 bikes?
Yeah, you will also include them.
Solution PDF is released. Now it's available.
Yes. Where did you find that?
Is it in the portal?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
in
sir.
the portal.
Just refresh.
Yes,
the
sir,
page.
it's in the
Under the mock
portal.
test. Just under the mock test, solution is updated.
Yeah.
Just now I also checked.
Okay,
Yes,
so yeah, you guys can go through
solution
it.
PDF release.
Okay, and you guys can go through it.
Sir,
Yeah.
qualifier question will be this type.
Yeah, these are previous qualifier papers. So, yep.
Which book we should refer for these kind of statistics
It's
questions?
written in the course about the
I think
course section. You can refer
it's
it.
all about the time because calculating is one thing, but if you're doing it in like an hour is difficult.
Yeah, actually, you will be
sir,
having
but-
4 subjects, right? You want to read
Yeah.
in 1 hour for English. You can utilize some of the time over here as well. So that's not
Even
an issue.
CT and maths also taking time. So
Sir, please
Maths
continue,
will
sir.
take time.
You will.
Okay, let's stick to this first before we have
Sir,
a lot
can
of
we
question to cover
carry
for today.
calculator?
Sir, one small
No, you can't carry calculator. You are be allowed only
Calculator
TCS
is there on the portal.
Yeah, that's the only calculator allowed to you. TCS
And how
calculator.
much ever we speak, I think it is not going to change. So let's move on.
Okay, moving to next question. We are given the pie chart and we have to choose the correct options below, right? Okay, yeah. So any doubt in this or shall we do it?
Option A.
No, sir, it's okay.
No doubt.
Sir, option A, please.
Sir, option A.
Sir, option A also, sir.
Option A. Okay, let me just share the whiteboard.
Then option B, please. Option B too.
Option A and B are relevant, right? So if we do one, other is automatically done. Okay, so you are given that your budget is of total rupees 30,000, right? And your food items is nothing but 40%, right? 40%. Okay, that's just 40% is, you can find the 40% of 30,000 is nothing but 12,000, right? And for other remaining things, you will have the remaining 60%, right? Which is nothing but 18,000, right?
Yes, sir.
18,000 till this point, right? So you will have to find the difference between them, right? So percentage that food is less. So percentage change is food minus this upon total is your 18,000. And that's a percentage formula you may have read in maths somewhere. So it's minus 33.33%. So expenditure of food is just 33% less than the rest of other things if your budget is 30,000. Okay.
Sir, didn't get the last step.
This is the percentage change formula.
Why
We are
we
finding
subtracting 12,000 minus 18,000?
because we have to find, how much food is less than this, the remaining. Right?
Okay.
So we find the difference and divide it by this one, and then you may have covered this thing in maths, no?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Moving forward to next question.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the previous question, why we are including the person who does not have bikes?
Yeah, it will include that because 5 of your friends have no bikes, so that's also counted.
But in question, there is asking the person who has bikes.
No, you're asking standard deviation of number. So it's like your 5 observations are 0, then 8 observations are 1, then 4 observations are 2. It's like that.
Okay, it becomes 0. That's why it's not including.
Okay, moving on to next. The mean and median of 5 non-zero natural numbers are 8 and 6 respectively. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Move further.
No, sir.
Okay, that's great. This one?
12.
Yes, sir.
12,
Yes,
12
sir.
having a problem.
Yeah, we're having trouble in this.
No, sir.
Question 12, sir.
Okay.
Sir, sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt, but I got a problem in question 11. Can you please give a brief explanation how it worked out?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, yeah. Question 11 is, let me just check the question. I think I should put it over here. Okay, yeah. So question 11, you have mean and median of 5 non-zero natural numbers, right? It's 8 and 6. Okay, so your mean is 8, right? Median is 6, and number of observations are 5, and mode is 15, right? That's the only mode. It's also given to you. There is no other mode than this. Okay, so we have these 5 observations. See, if my mode is 15, right? It must have occurred at least 2 times, because if all observations are unique, then mode is undefined, right? So let's say these 2 observations are 15. Let's say. Also, median is 6. So middle observation should be 6, right? If you know that mean is your 8, right? If you know the mean formula for mean is nothing but the sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. So mean is given to you as 8, number of observation 5 is equals sum. So you get sum of observations as 40, right? And so you see that we already have sum of 36 over here. So for remaining to the sum should be 4. So the only possibilities are 1, 3 or 2, 2, right? That's the only 2 possibilities over here. But if we include 2, 2, we cannot do that because it is given that only mode is 15. If 2 also occur 2 times, then mode will 2 will also become mode, right? Then my mode will be 2, 15 in that case. So this case is not possible. So only possible values are 1, 3. This is your data set in ascending order, and you can solve further. Right?
If I put here, sir, 0 for one case, it's like that also.
Can you repeat?
0 or 4.
It is given that non-zero natural number.
Oh, okay. Sorry, sir.
Non-zero, right? So
Okay,
you can't.
sorry.
Okay, moving forward to question number 12. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, yeah. So it's the question. You all know the question statement, right? I can directly write some equations.
Yes.
Okay. So there are 4 sections: A, B, C, and D. Okay. Let's say number of students, right? Be N1, N2, N3, and N4. Okay. And let's assume that sum of marks scored by students of section A is small a, similarly small b, small c, and small d, right? Okay. So now information given to you is that average of all these 4 sections combined is 60, right? Average is what? Sum divided by total number of observations, right? Any doubt in this step or no?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Moving forward, you are also given that average for section A is 45. So total of section A divided by number of section A, it's 45. Similarly for B, it's given to you. Similarly for C. Similarly for D.
Sir, there should be N1 into A, N2 into B, and N3 into C, na?
No, I'm taking it as totals. These are totals, these are number of students. So,
ABCD are the marks.
Okay,
Sum of the marks of all of them, right?
Okay.
This much information is given to me. Okay. Next information given is the average marks combined, right? Of section A plus section B. So total of A and B and total number of observation will be N1 plus N2, right? It's given to be 48. For section B and C, following the same procedure, it's given to be, I think, 60. Is it correct? Or some other value?
Yes, sir, 60.
Okay. So yeah, let's solve it. Okay. So from this equation, you can find that A is equals to 45 times N1, right? B is equals to 50 times N2. C is equals to 72 times N3. D is equals to 80 times N4, right? So I will just plug in this value over here. So A is 45 N1 plus 50 N2 divided by N1 plus N2 equal 48. So if I multiply both sides by N1 plus N2, I will get 45 N1 plus 50 N2 equals 48 N1 plus 48 N2. So on solving, you will just get twice of N2 equals, I think, thrice, yeah, 3 times N1. So we got N1 equals 2 by 3 times N2, right? From this. Any doubt till now?
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry,
No,
sir, I got
how is
disconnected.
this step last one?
This last one, okay. So I multiplied both sides by N1 plus N2, right?
Right.
And then I just take all the N2 over here and all the N1 over here. So I got 2 N2 equals thrice of N1. Then dividing both sides by 3, I got N1 equal 2 by 3.
Okay. I thought you multiplied. That's why I asked.
Okay, no. Okay, next
Sir,
thing
number
is,
of students for section D is given, sir.
yeah, I'm just tell this information only. I will.
Okay, sir.
Going step by step.
Sir, how could you write A plus B upon N1 plus N2 equal to 48?
It is given to us, right? The average marks of section A and B is 48. So average marks means total upon number of observations. So total is A plus B, number of observations are N1 plus N2, right?
Okay.
Similarly, B is nothing but 50 times N2 plus 72 times N3 dividing N2 plus N3 equals 60. Again, multiplying both sides by N2 plus N3 and solving, you will get N3 equals 5 by 6 times N2. Again, using this, okay? Any doubt till now? Anyone?
Sir, just can you explain how we got the last N3 is equal to 5 by 6 N2? Because I was disconnected, sir. I could not hear.
Yeah, just like this. You will multiply both sides by N2 plus N3 and just taking all the N3s on one side and all the N2s on one side, just like this, you will get it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this much information is given. Okay. After that, one more information given is average for section D is 35, right?
No, sir. Number of students in section D is 35.
Number of students, sir.
Okay, so N4 is given to you
N4.
as 35. So D equals nothing but 80 times 35, which is 2800, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna just plug in some of my values here. Okay, so let's do it step by step. A is nothing but 45 times N1, right?
Yes.
B is nothing but 50 times N2. C is nothing but 72 times N3. D is 2800, right?
Yes.
I'm just plugging all the values in this equation. Whole upon N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus N4 equals 60, right?
Yes.
This information is of no more use to me. I have written it down. Okay, so we have utilized this information. I am multiplying both sides by N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus N.
Sir, we can put N4 as 35, na, sir?
So
Yeah, I will do that. 45 N1 plus 50 N2 plus 72 N3 plus 2800 is equals to 60 times N1 plus N2 plus N3. N4 is 35, right?
Yes.
Now you have to do the conversion, right? N1 can be written as 2 by 3 times N2. 45 times 2 by 3 N2.
Sir, N4 35 है क्या?
Yeah, it is given in the question. The number of students in section D is 35.
Okay.
Similarly, I can plug in the value of N3 in terms of N2. Basically, I have to get all of this in just terms of one single variable, so I can solve that equation, right? So I'm getting it all in terms of N2. Okay, plus 2800. Here also you have to do the same thing. N1 is nothing but 2 by 3 times N2. N2 is just N2. N3 being 5 by 6 times N2 plus 35. Any doubt till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Carry on, sir.
Okay, moving to next step. It's you on solving it 3, 15, 15 to the 30 N2 plus 50 N2 plus 6 1s, 6 12s are 72, 12 5, 60 again. Is it? Okay.
60
just correct me if I'm doing anything wrong. Here it's 3 gets cancelled from 60, so it's 40 N2 plus 60 N2 again plus 610 plus 50 N2, right?
Yes.
And plus it's I think 2100, right? Okay, I think now we have done the major part. 60 N2 gets cancelled out, 50 N2 gets cancelled out, right?
Yes.
I think I may have made some calculation mistake. That's why it's coming negative. Let me just check over here.
Both sides will be
No,
negative,
sir,
sir.
not negative.
Minus
It's
10.
right.
Okay, it is okay,
Okay,
sir.
yeah.
It will
Okay,
be
it is
Become
okay.
N2 equals 70.
yes.
Okay, yeah, both sides are. Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, so it's minus 10 times N2 equals minus 700. So N2 equals 70.
70 is okay.
Okay, in the solution PDF, this calculation is a bit wrong. So just ignore that. Try to solve yourself. Looking at solution PDF, you will get confused.
सर यहाँ जब 60 से मल्टीप्लाई है वहाँ पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है इक्वल के
We have
उधर
not
साइड
multiplied by 60. We have multiplied both sides by N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus N4.
By 60.
Or we have taken this over here from denominator to the numerator of right side. So we multiply, right? Okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, in the solution PDF, there might be some calculation over these steps. So just do it yourself. Don't just look at the solutions only.
Doing this kind of sum in the exam will take a lot of time.
Yeah, we always have one such questions. Even in the previous qualifier,
Takes
if you
10
have.
minutes almost. It will take 10 minutes.
Sir, I have
sir,
a little concern. May I
Yeah.
ask? Sir, in all the questions, there is some pattern that we should follow because I am not able to think like that much in this question you are doing. मतलब इतना सोच ही नहीं पाते कि इतना आगे तक जाएगा इसका कैलकुलेशन इसको इससे कनेक्ट कर देंगे तो ये यहाँ से आंसर ड्राइव हो जाएगा
I didn't
वो
do
दिमाग में
anything.
नहीं आ पाता
I am just going question by question, right? First, I wrote this equation.
Okay.
Then I wrote for everything, right? For each of the average. Then I wrote this combined equation and trying to getting some relation between N1 and N2. And from here, I'm trying to get relation between N3 and N2. This is given to me. Then I just plug in those relation in my first equation, which I have obtained.
So there is no other way to calculate this. I also came up to the last point. I made some mistake. It took almost
Yes,
like
you
12
can
minutes.
do. You can
12
do
minutes
otherwise.
and
Last
I
equation,
skipped it.
I also was struck. The
There are
last
many.
calculation gone wrong for me.
Yeah, that you can do it. There are many different ways to solve a question. It's not like you
Because
have
of the
only.
time constraint,
Yes, sir.
we are
We are
unable
concerned
to
that
solve.
if the question will wrong, then our more than 10 to 15 minute time will waste.
See,
We expect similar types of questions.
yeah. See, handling the question is also a trick, right? Which question you should handle first. It's not like you have to go order-wise. You can jump questions, right? So it's up to you how you manage your time.
Yeah,
So
sir,
that's-
one comment is that the points are not proportional to the time it would take to solve the problem in this case.
It is proportional. Okay,
It was only 3 points, right?
The
Yes, sir,
concept
question
is
number
pretty
13.
easy, right? You can simply ignore it, right? There are other questions which whose mic is that I don't know. I'm meeting or there are other questions where it won't take much time, but still, like this
Yeah,
question
it
is also
seemed
not worth
simple when I
3
read the
points.
question, but seeing
We
3
need
points,
to
I
think
thought it
this
would be
question
simple.
also. We will
Yeah,
take
see,
3 to 4 minutes to think at least because we are new. No, we need to think.
Yeah, there are many questions. You will just get things balanced in between. There is nothing
Yes,
like
yes.
this.
The point I was making was the points are not proportional to the time it took, and I missed the easier questions somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. I think this
At
time's
the end, you
qualifier
please
is
try to. At the end,
pretty
you
easy.
please try to explain us how to approach the questions later on.
Yeah, that's what I am doing, right? I am just for this question also I did statement by
No,
statement.
not the question for the overall, because we are struggling with this time constraint. So how to
See,
approach the questions?
everyone
You please
has
explain.
their own strength. So yeah, this time qualifiers will be a lot easier than this. So not worry about it for sure.
So please finish the questions. We can and you can answer these queries at the end.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes,
Please tell an easy way to solve this.
Just discuss, sir. I was just how to think it is that after seeing the answer we can, but could not comprehend
Yes, sir, the
section.
approach.
Okay, see, so if you can see that minimum value in my data is something 598.1, right? And maximum value is something 13041, right?
Yes, sir.
If my first representation option A is something like this 05981, right? Then I am taking this thing as my stem and others all as leaf. Okay, so how many stems I will be needing? I can write 0 and all those 3-digit numbers, and then I can start with 1 and write all those 3-digit number and end with this, right? So here in total I have only 2 stems, 0 and 1.
Sir, please again discuss this. Sir, please again.
Okay, so you see that minimum value is nothing but 598.1, right? And maximum value is 1304.1, right?
Yes, sir.
If I am taking my 0, this notation, right?
Yes.
Let me just use a different color. This notation as 598.1 mm.
Yes.
Right. So what it means is the 4th place. This is my stem.
Yes.
And then after that remaining digits I write. So all the data I can write.
Yes.
Which all have 3 digits, right?
Yes.
For the 4 digits data, I only have 1 at the 4th digit. That's the only possibility. And I can write the remaining observation.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So there will be only 2 stems.
Okay, clear.
Yes, sir.
When you move forward, you have this 0, 5 and 981, right? Which is 598.1.
Yes, sir.
So here you see that we are taking the 3rd and 4th, this first 2, right? So I will take to reach till 13. I have to reach till 13, right? To cover my maximum value for sure.
Yes, sir.
So that will be 05, 06,
08, 09,
12 and 13. So in
Yes.
total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stems, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what's asked for, right? And similarly, for the third option, if you see 05981, right? This is, I am taking last 3 digits.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So for that, you will have to go like this all the way up to 130, right? So that's a lot many steps.
Yes, sir.
So
Similarly for
basically,
option,
we have to find the minimum and then maximum value and then go accordingly.
yeah, because that's how you can define stem, right? Where you have to stop. I have to stop at 13 only or 130 only.
Excuse me, sir. I have some issue.
Yeah, please say.
I think, sir, in the right side, we need an order, and there is no order. I think like 981, and another.
There is order only in the stem, right? 059, 06. They all keep on incrementing by 1. 05, 06, 07, 01. Stems keeps on increasing by 1 only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, moving forward to next. Any doubt in this? I think we have covered.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Did you complete the thing, the stem and leaf?
Stem and leaf, yeah, we will do. We will have such questions also.
So this one, did you
question-
complete number 13? That one explaining this one.
This one we just did, right? Any doubt in this? Yes. This.
So what will be the answer? The one where we calculated to 0 and 1, the A.
Yeah, because I am taking my 4th digit as stem, right?
This will be the answer, right?
No, option B. I need 9 stems.
Answer is B.
You have to tell which
Answer
plot
is
will
B.
give you 9 stems.
Oh, it was given. Which one we have to give? 9 stems will be required.
This question looks simple, but it took time to think.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any doubt in this?
Sir, option fourth.
No, sir.
Relative frequency can't be greater
Median,
than 1.
median.
You can
Sir,
straightforward.
median.
Okay,
Median.
median of the given data is week 5. Okay, yeah, that's again something like this, right? Okay, let me just write down. You just have to make a frequency table whenever you are given such bar chart. Okay, always make this is your week, right? And this is your coupons redeem, right?
So this is similar to the dice rolling problem. I think it will be tedious and it is unnecessary, I feel.
Yeah, it's same as that, but just do it. So it's 150, 360, 425, 265, 780, and 1040, right? So from here you can see my first to 150th observation will be week 1, 151st to something 510th observation, and similarly you can do that. And
But
since
how
there
you
are
got that 510?
adding up these two, 150 plus 360.
Okay, so means we are adding the frequency, cumulative
Yeah,
frequency.
and next it will be 511 till adding 510 plus 425, right? 935 till 935th observation. And then from 936 to, you can just add 265 to it. And you can just keep on going. So median will, somewhat lie in week 5, if you will see and solve. This is same as the outcome of roll die we did, right?
But first time we are doing this type of question now, so we face trouble.
No, you just have to convert bar to frequency distribution table.
No, we
and
never did these type of questions in earlier in Solve with us or in our 4 weeks. We did only with frequency 1. We never did this type.
Yeah, there will be some things which we expect you to do on your own as well. So yeah.
Sir, I have a
the
doubt.
only trick here is to convert it into frequency
Sir,
table.
I have a doubt. One
I
second.
am saying something. So once you complete that converting to frequency distribution table, you know how to find the median after that, right? From frequency distribution table to only.
Yes,
only
yes.
thing you not did is converting bar to the table. Right?
So is it advisable that we synchronize the data like from week 1 to week 6?
Yeah, this is the order, right? Week 1, then week 2, then week 4, then week 5, then week 6.
Sir, why number of coupons redeemed is not a continuous variable?
Because number of coupons redeemed cannot be 360.12, something like that. It could be either 360 or 361, right? It cannot be 360.25, 360.50. It cannot take any other value between the two. You know what is continuous variable, like difference between discrete and continuous?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, but can I ask one out of the session doubt?
Yeah.
Sir, today was the release date of H3 release. In the calendar, there was H3 release. So, what is the meaning of H3? I didn't get that.
What's release?
Hall ticket.
Hall ticket.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Hall ticket has already been given to you, I think.
Yeah, already given.
Okay. Any doubt in this?
No.
No, sir. Sir, can you show me last calculation?
Last calculation. Oh yeah, we didn't did any. It's just like
No,
same as the previous questions we have.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one just. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Done, sir.
Moving on. This question is
Sir,
clear.
can you repeat the question 13? Stem leaf question.
You have just joined or what?
No, I have checked. Actually, I'm not getting the answer.
Not getting the answer.
The data set which is given, and
Yeah.
I've converted as per second option.
Yeah.
I'm not getting 9.
You will get it. Only you have to go till from 05 to 13 till 13. So 5 to 13 you will have 9 stems.
But in the data, all stems are not like that. Not like that. Like 12 is
There
not
is minor.
there.
You also include the stem which do not have leaves.
Okay.
Okay. This one, any other doubt or shall we move?
No.
it's all increasing, and it seems like positive correlation to me. Okay, we cannot say something about quadratic because it's linear. Sample is not a good representative of population because he is taking data only from a particular gym out of all his gym, right? So that's not a good representative at all. Okay.
Sir, what is BMI?
This x-axis over here mentioned BMI.
Okay.
Okay. Question
Sir, where
16.
are the answers for the mock test, sir? Where it is uploaded?
It's in the portal only.
Just
the
under
answers
the
for
mock
the mock
test. Just
Okay.
under the mock test.
test section, bro.
This okay. We will change this solution also because I think there is some bug or something, but these are not the correct ones. We will change it around 9:30 or 10. Okay, yeah. Any doubt in this 16th question?
No, sir.
Here, median of data you cannot find because it is not shown as discussed earlier. IQR you can definitely find. Outlier you have to check by formula. Median mode you cannot tell by box plot, right? Okay, so we are done with.
Hello.
So
Yeah.
are there no particular formulas to find like median or any of the central tendencies from a box plot?
Yeah, it is, but here median is not mentioned, so we cannot. It is not denoted in the box plot, so we cannot.
Okay, so.
Okay. Someone was asking
Sir,
me.
is there any outlier in that question?
You have to find it. You know the value of Q1, you would know the value of Q3. You have to check.
Yeah,
but
okay.
There won't be any, I think.
Yeah, sir,
If
like
there
I
is
asked
no
earlier.
dots, I think if there is no dots provided in the box plot, then there is no outliers, no?
Yeah, there is no outlier. Yeah. Okay.
So for question 5, means I saw that when you were explaining
Okay.
question number 5, like finding the median. Okay, I understood that like you made the equations for relative frequency, but like it is been even in the solution it is said like for 125th and 126th observation,
Yeah.
ascending order data set. So the
Yeah.
median will be the outcome will be 4, means not
Yeah.
sure how they consider
Yes, it's 4
it is
only. It's 4.
Yeah, I know it is 4, but like how, means I have some little doubt here,
Okay,
sir.
I am just doing a bit quickly. Okay, these are your outcomes,
Yeah. Yes.
and these are in your ascending order as well, right? Can you tell me the frequencies? Sure,
Okay, just a minute.
55.
Frequencies are
55.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
50.
50.
35.
40. And 60.
Total 250.
Yes.
So if you see my original data, right, it should be like 1 appearing 55 times.
Okay.
Then in ascending order, right?
Okay.
Then 2 appearing 10 times.
Okay.
So
So
here
starting
is,
from 56, 2 will start like that.
yeah, from first to 55th, then
Mm-hmm.
56 to 65, right? 65th, you can say. 66 to next 50 observation will be 3, right?
Okay,
so 55, 10, and 50, like till 115, right?
Okay, sir.
And then you will have next 35 as 4. So it's 116 to 140. And I think your 125 and 126 lies in it. So
Yes. That's okay. Understood. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I are done with mock 1. Shall we switch to mock 2?
Yes, please.
Can I ask one question
Yeah.
just? Sir, date is what kind of variable? Like,
It's depend, but usually it's, if I talk about this like 20th October 1980, something like that, it would be nominal.
Okay.
Because you cannot say that 21st October is greater than something. Okay.
Sir, it can be ordinals, no, sir?
It also depends on your data set sometimes. Okay. But
Because here the order should be maintained.
yeah, it depends on how your data is basically.
So
like
what
if you are
value
using
would be?
date in date of joining, then it would be ordinal.
So what is serial number?
Serial number is not a variable at all.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And sir, time frame is about time.
categorical or numerical data? Serial number.
Serial number is not a variable.
Sir, is it because we are generating it
Yeah.
ourselves?
Yeah, serial number is just we used to keep the count of the things. It's
Yeah, it's not exactly the part of observation that we have made, right? It's
Yeah.
generating, that's why it's not variable.
So what about the jersey number of
Jersey
player?
number is, you cannot say jersey number 7 is greater than jersey number 5, right? It's nominal.
Nominal, I guess.
So then phone number, sir.
Phone number is also nominal. I just think
Sir,
about the
what about
properties and try
time?
to answer yourself.
Can we
right?
discuss after this mock test 2 solutions?
Yeah,
please?
let's switch to mock 2 for now. Question 1, is this clear or you guys have doubt in it? Let
Clear,
me
sir.
just...
Question number 6.
Sir, one generic ask. Mostly for math, there is many solved paper, but stat there is not much solved paper.
There are different. And for maths, you have a lot of practice assignment also. Yeah. And these two are different subjects, so it's nothing like that. Okay, but we are giving you enough resources. It's not like the resources are less or something. Okay. And first question is clear, right? Or shall we do it?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, moving on. The next question.
Clear.
It's clear. Just want to verify the multiplying will not change anything, right?
Multiplying will make it.
Sorry, multiply will change it by 4 square.
Yeah,
and adding will
Sir,
not change
explain
anything.
this one, sir. Quickly.
Okay, I'm just doing a brief of it, not going in complete calculation.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, so data set is given to you, right? 13, right? Suppose you find the sample variance for it, right? S square. I'm saying S square old over here, right? Then you added 7 to each observation and multiplied by 4, right? So adding won't change your variance, but multiplying by 4 will make your new variance as 4 square times the old variance, right?
Yes, so sir, we only multiply
Yes.
and then calculate the variance. We don't
Yeah,
add.
you don't have to calculate generally, right? You just get it simply. It would be 16 times.
Oh, okay.
Then it's asking about difference. So difference is nothing but 15 times S square, right? And once you find the value of S square, you can plug in. I think it's 15 again. So 15 times 15 to 25. Okay.
Okay.
You have to use the property. If you, if you change the data set again by adding 7 multiplying by 4, then
Sir, I used this property only, but I got answer wrong.
No,
I guess I haven't used that 4 square.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just get your calculation. But that's the only way to do it quickly. Okay, moving on to next. This one is pretty easy, right? Or any doubt in this?
No. Easy.
Not easy.
Yeah.
Actually, I kept area flat is discrete numerical variable.
No,
So I
area
got
is
0
continuous. Yeah, if you see in MSQ, if you got one option correct, you will get 0 straightforward.
But here I thought in this question mostly we flat in the form of 6,000 square feet, 600 square feet, 1,000 square. Not in a 1,000.2 square feet.
You have to check.
But it can be anything, no?
It can be anything. Area can be anything.
Can be anything. Area can be anything.
So you have to just
But we
check
think
on it.
when we go with like when we purchasing a flat, that time we ask to the builder, okay, what is the area of the flat?
Yeah,
That is for the layman person.
they tell you approximate area that it's something around 2,600 square feet, 2,800 square feet. But in general, if you find it, it would be 26. It won't be exact 2,600. It would be definitely some plus minus.
But he's selling the flats now, so that's what we thought. Area flat is
No. Area flat is.
Sir, my one answer has gone wrong, but my total marks was 0 for that particular question.
Yeah, even if you take
but
one
I
wrong,
got
you will
2
get
answers
0.
correct.
Yeah, that's 0. If you got even one incorrect, that's 0 straightforward.
But I think if system changes, it's better at least 0.25 deduction or like that. It will be better.
It's
No,
for
then people will be taking
another
all the
one.
Sir,
options also.
because for some questions we are getting partial marks, so it is only for if we are not only selecting right answers and not selecting wrong answers.
Yeah, if you select 2 or 3 options correct, you will get marks for it. But even if you select one incorrect, you will get 0 straightforward.
It's like negative marking.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
it is to discourage guessing, probably.
Yeah, you can't. We don't want you to guess. Or
Yes.
just be sure and answer. Okay, moving on next. This question? Any doubt? With the variance of set of non-zero. Okay,
No.
variance is 0 means
Sir,
all
I
the
am having
observations are same. There is no variability over here. Okay, what's
Sir, can you repeat, please?
Okay, variance tells you variability in the data, right? If all my
Yes.
observations are same, there will be no variability. So variance straightforward
Okay.
0. Okay, moving on next. This one.
This one needs,
Yes, sir.
needs
Please, sir,
explanation.
explain this question, fifth
Yes,
question,
please.
please.
This one.
It is
Yes.
correct.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, please.
Yes, it needs explanation.
Basically, here it's asking median
was
and
not
range.
expecting. Okay, yes, let's see. This is your, let's say, box plot, right? Minimum, Q1, Q3, maximum, right? You know Q1 is 80 and Q3 is 100. Definitely your median will be in between these two. Any value.
Yes.
It could even collide with
Yes.
Q3.
Yes,
It could
sir.
be over here. It could be over here. So median lie between 80 to 100, right?
That is fine. Second
Me-
option we messed up. We
Median
thought
is
median
90.
will be 90.
No, it's not necessary. It should be 90.
Can be
It could be
anything.
anything. Right?
Okay.
Standard deviation, you cannot tell from Q1, Q3.
That is
for sure.
okay. This 90 only we messed up. We thought
Yeah,
90 as a median.
That's the only
Sir,
tricky
here
part.
data is not given. Means all the data is not given, so we can't
Yeah,
find
data is not, so you can't
the
say that
median
median
and
is
standard
90.
deviation because we don't know the mean.
Question number
Okay.
6.
Okay, moving on further. Okay, this one, I think it's a good
Clear.
question.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
sir.
clear. No problem.
Clear? Okay.
No,
Yes.
I have a problem.
No, sir. Explain.
Please solve it, sir.
Sir, please
What I
explain this
found
one.
is that if we that means in the
Okay, let me just do it. Okay, see. Okay, if you want, okay, let me just write down the property first. Okay, if you find correlation between X and Y, okay, and it comes out to be R, and if you do some modification, okay, and you find the correlation, sorry, AX plus B and CY plus D, like adding and multiplying by some constant where A, B, C, D are constant for sure. If I'm multiplying some constant and adding, and for C also, then also correlation coefficient will be same. It won't change.
So the addition makes sense because the mean also changes, but how do you justify for the multiplication part?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay, you know the
Sir,
formula
just,
for, yeah.
Sir, can you repeat it once more, sir? Where you right from where you started, just how it is coming. Yeah.
If correlation between X and Y is R, and if I multiply X by some constant and add something to it, and same for the Y, the correlation coefficient won't change.
So, but in
Okay,
the
I
question,
just added and multiplied 2 and plugged down the new values and got the same R.
Okay, let me just show you why is it so. Okay, so see, my new X, right? New X is what? A times Xi plus B, right? Mean will also be same, right? Mean will also be get affected like this, right?
Yes.
Similarly for Y, we know this Cy bar plus D, right? This will be my numerator, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same for the denominator. You guys can do, it would be AXI plus B, okay, minus AX bar plus B whole square, and same for the Y. I think it's CYI plus D minus CYI, CY bar, sorry, plus D whole square, right? This is the thing. We got it, right? Okay. If you see closely, this BB gets cancelled out. If I open the bracket, right? Here D also gets cancelled out.
Yes,
right?
sir.
It's clear till this step, right? So what I am left with, summation A times xi minus x bar and C times yi minus y bar, right? And in the denominator, it would be square root summation A square times xi minus x bar whole square, sure, and summation C square yi minus y bar whole square, right? Any doubt till this step?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Moving forward, I can take constant outside the summation. Right? And it would also come out to be as, it's A square, so it would come out as A, C square will come out as C. Summation yi minus y bar whole square. If this gets cancelled out, you get the same R, right? Even if I add and subtract. One thing to keep in mind, A and C should be positive. Okay.
So, but in the question, it is written that 0.10 is added to only the values of x. I mean, there is no multiplication in x variable.
Okay.
And every value of y is doubled. Matlab, y is multiplied and no variable is added in
I
y.
just told you a generalization. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, okay.
Correlation coefficient will be R, right? Now what you are saying is that, it's same. If I interchange x, or if I find x comma y or y comma x, it will be same, right? So interchanging part doesn't matter.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So next thing you are saying is that 0.10 is added, right?
Yes.
Sign
changes. If you change x and y, sign changes.
That's what I did actually.
If you change x and y, sign changes. I don't think it will change. No, it won't change. It's just like you are rotating it.
Won't change. It won't change.
Okay. Now just plug in the formula, right? So your formula will be xi plus 0.10, right? If I'm adding 0.10 to each observation, 0.10 will also be added to my mean, right? Mean will also get, right? And for y, it becomes twice of y, and mean will also become twice y bar, right? Straightforward.
Yes, sir.
Same for the denominator. Same for x. And okay, let's just write it. Skip it. It's xi plus 0.10 minus x bar minus 0.10 whole square, right? And summation twice of yi minus twice of y bar whole square, right? Any doubt till it? Okay, yeah. So you see that 0.10 gets cancelled out. Okay, so I'm left with summation xi minus x bar. This 2 comes out, right? It's a constant.
Yeah.
In denominator, okay, it's something like this. Xi minus x bar whole square, right? And you see here 2 squares comes out.
Yes,
so
yes.
out of
So
root, it will be 2.
will come here.
2 gets cancelled out. It's the same as
Same.
this.
Okay.
So it won't get affected even. So the general formula is, if for correlation coefficient for x and y is R, okay, then correlation coefficient for ax plus b and cy plus d will also be R, given that a and c are greater than 0.
Okay, sir.
Sir, please show the previous slide for 1 second.
I can't go previous slide. It's whiteboard.
You can watch it in the YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch it. Okay. This question is clear, right? You can move
Yes,
forward.
sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number 7. I think it's the same. You can find median like we did in the previous mocks a lot.
Yep,
5,
we
6,
can
7,
move. You can skip this.
Okay, yeah, we did. Stem and leaf. This question.
This one.
This one, sir.
So how to
okay.
find the second one? X?
How to find the value? Okay, you have find a. You know the model score, right? You have find the difference between them. Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
We are
What is
left
the meaning
with
of key here?
Yeah, 9.
9.
A key tells you
4
that
by-
you have to read, if there is option 4, 2, you have to read it as 42. The key tells you these things. Okay. Key will always be provided in the stem and leaf plot. So no worry about that.
This 9th question.
Okay, just look out the data. Okay, I am also checking it. Okay, so we know that for CT, right? And English. For CT, my minimum score is 30, right? And maximum is 88.
88, sir.
Yeah.
For English, minimum is 43. Maximum is something in 90s, right?
Yeah.
I am taking it as Z. Z is my.
So can we write it as 90 plus X, the maximum?
Yeah, I think you can do that. Yeah, that's better. Thanks. Okay, we can do it, right? Range of CT is 58, right?
Yes, sir.
And range of English is Z minus 43, right?
Yes.
We can found it till now. Now, one thing given in the question is that range of CT, right? Range of CT is equals to range of English plus 7, right?
Okay, I took it away.
So 58 equals C minus 43 plus 7.
43 plus 7.
From here you can find Z equals, I think, I don't know what it would be. It would be something, I think 90. It's 58 or
95.
So 51
94
plus 43
94.
94,
will be
sir.
Z. So Z will be 94.
94.
94. Yeah. X. So 94. So X equals 4, right? That's the answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I solved this
Sir, what
question,
is
but
model
I gave answer as 94 at the end.
Okay, no, you have to enter the input value of X. That's also a trick part here.
No, I missed.
Yeah,
model score.
I entered 94.
You written 94, you have to write only 4, right?
That's what I'm telling.
Yeah, that's what you have to be careful about writing. These are little tricks we use to confuse you. That's it. We can't use some.
So for the 8th one, it should be minus 29 because they've asked computational thinking and English, not English and computational thinking.
You just have to input the positive value whenever it's difference written. Okay, so don't go.
Sir, what is model score?
It's mode. Okay, you can find the difference between, right? Medians, you can also do
Yes,
that,
sir.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Here, this question, any doubt?
Sir, in
No.
question
No, sir,
10,
no, sir.
can you give a brief about
Question.
question 10?
You
10,
just
10.
have to find the median of the both, median of this and median of this. You see in CT, there are 2, 6, 11, 15, 22 observation, right?
Yes.
So median will be just 11th and 12th observations average. And here also you have to do the same way and then subtract the both medians. I think we have done enough median questions for today.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, here the only
For median, we count, suppose 59 came multiple times. Do we count them individually or do we take all, do we consider the frequency as one only for median?
sorry, I couldn't understand.
Sir, I have a doubt.
In the
Median will be only one number, median.
No,
Okay,
that's not what I'm asking. I'm saying 59 came multiple times. So do we consider all of them as separate observations or do we?
Yeah, separate observation. It could be 18th observation. It could be 19th.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, who was asking the doubt?
Sir, I.
Yeah, please ask.
Sir, in stem leaf
and
diagram.
Yeah.
Stem leaf diagram. So there are a lot of values which come under a range of 30 to 40.
Okay.
So, sir, while finding the range, are we going to group them in a single value grouping, or
No,
we are just
range
going to...
is just the minimum value. Minimum is 30 and maximum is 88.
Minimum. No, sir, are we doing a class grouping in stem leaf diagram?
Yeah, you can say that. For 30 to 40, it's first row. For 41 to 49, it's second row. 40 to 49 is second row. Something like
sir,
that.
Because.
But these are actual data. It's just way of representing those data in ascending order.
So because in model score, difference between model score, so I actually did a mistake where I calculated the mode of the class.
No, you don't have to consider it as class. You are given data points straightforward.
Okay,
don't
sir.
have to consider it as class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
That is
so
only
like,
done in bar chart, right?
yeah, there are two. Okay, there are two questions on stem and leaf will be in this qualifier for sure. Okay, yeah. So the only trick
Model is for which
model score
video?
is just a mode.
Okay, that's just a mode. Okay.
Okay, see here, the only trick is this is not an
well, that's why
deviation in table.
Yes,
So,
we kept that option.
I fell for that trick.
so just be aware of that only. Numerical variables, I think you all are pretty much
Yes,
expert.
yes, yes.
Population standard deviation, just use the formula straightforward. There is no trick, nothing. You have to just take these 3, 6, 7, 11 observation and find the population standard
So
deviation.
this time also, will we expect this many calculations in the
No,
qualifier?
calculation numbers will be easy this time. Not put in this. Okay.
Values will be.
Yeah, values will be simple, more or less multiple of 5. You will get a calculation.
So
Point-biserial
different answer is coming here.
Point-biserial coefficient. Okay, what's your answer coming? We just have to take the absolute value.
0.185 something कुछ आ रहा है.
Okay, I think you may have made some calculation mistake. Okay, just
So
you
let's
have to
do this
take.
point
No,
by
I
serial
thought
once.
I got it.
transport ढूंढना. Why?
Okay, let me just do it on Google Sheet. Okay, you can do it over here.
I got the correct answer. No issues with answer.
Even I got.
Yeah, I also got 0.543.
Okay, yeah, you can just check your calculation. I think the answer is, I think, also correct.
Okay.
You can also check the solution PDF. You could provide answers, calculation also. This one, I think this one is.
This one is all good.
This one is pretty simple to do. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, next this approximate. Yeah, whenever you are given such class intervals, the mean
Sir,
will always
can you
be approximate.
explain how to do this?
How to do this? Okay,
Yes,
you can
sir.
do this.
Sir,
One.
it will be group data, right?
Yeah, it's something.
So we have to make.
Calculating the frequency as the denominator, confusion is there.
Okay, let's see. Your data is given to use that. These are marks range, right? One thing I think, or runs code. No. Okay, but any variable that it be. Then it's 15 to 25. Then it's 25 to 35, and it goes on and on. Okay, so first thing you have to do for such interval data, you have to find the midpoints. And we label it as xi. So midpoint of 5 and 15 is 10, 15, 25 is 20, 15 is 30. Midpoint of these is 40, 60, 70, and you can do it, right? Frequencies are given to you from the histogram. You can see that it's 1, 3, then 4, 4, then again 3, then again 4, and then 1, 2, 2, and so on, right? Approximate mean is nothing but summation fi xi upon summation fi. You have to just compute it, right? Fi xi. You have to sum it and divide it by sum of frequencies. Right? Any doubt in this?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, I think this one is pretty easy as well. Once you find the mean, you can also find the population standard deviation. That's the
Yes,
same.
sir. Sir, for 17, I did not get that population standard deviation correct. The mean I got a population standard deviation of 18.4390.
Okay, I think you can just check. You have to divide by summation fi 25, right? 24.16 is the answer. We are pretty close, I think.
Okay, sir, I divided by 25 only, 8500 by 25.
And
Then
what is
root
your
over.
numerator?
Sir, my numerator, I'm saying it population variance was 8500 divided by 25. It comes 340. Then I'm doing.
8500. No, it's not 8500. It's coming out to be something, I think 14600.
Oh, okay. So you have not multiplied the frequencies with the deviations.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, that's how
Yes,
8500 is coming. I also did the same mistake. Just multiply your xi minus x bar ka whole square with frequencies. You will get it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So can you mention the formula for converting standard deviation from sample to population here?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Just two questions, then we do it. And this question, any doubt?
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
where is-
option number 2 and 3,
coefficient.
sir. Yeah, correlation coefficient.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is, if you see, there is total 8 working hours, right?
Yes.
Excluding the lunch break. Okay. So in the first 4 working hours, right? The average was, I think, 8 calls, right? I'm not wrong.
Yes.
8. Is it? Oh, it's 15 per hour. 15 per hour, right? So total number of calls received are, like you are receiving 15 per hour. So in 4 hours, you will receive 15 times 4, right?
60. Yes, sir.
60 calls. For the next 4, right? Last 4 hours, we're receiving on an average of 5. So total is somewhat 5 times 4, right? 20.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you notice that if I plot it, like here it's my time 9 a.m. and here it's still, I think it's still 6 p.m. So the number of calls are very heavy for first 4 hours. Then for last 4 hours, it's pretty. So I can say that it's kind of negative trend. Not exactly.
Yes.
But mostly I can say that it's kind of going negative. The slope is negative, I can say.
It's straightforward drops, no? For 9 for first hour, for first 4 hours it will be 14, 15,
it's
and then
straightforward
it will drop.
Yeah. So that's
still
why
we'll consider it as negative.
Yeah, negative. Trend line is negative. Average, it's 10 call per hour. You can find it.
How to do for the first option, sir?
What to do for okay. So you see that in first 4 hours we got 60 calls, right?
Yeah.
In last 4 we got 20. So total we got 80 calls, right?
80 divided by 8. Like
10.
Divide by 8. 10, sir.
Yeah, 10 calls per hour we got.
Yes, sir. 10.
Okay, moving forward. Any doubt in this?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the last question.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just asking that, sir, although if the price of mobile phone increase, the demand will be less. So how is the correlation here coming positive? I understand as correlation is positive, the third point covariance is positive. But if that is correct, then how is the first 2 points,
Yeah,
which is
the
the
same
decreasing
doubt.
graph is correct?
Same
So
doubt.
that was.
Actually, this
First
R
two.
should be negative, sir. Here. R should be
No.
negative.
Let's
positive
solve and
was
then our doubts will be clear.
Okay, let me see. Okay, this is a kind of you can say a bit more tricky question. Okay, so just check out the slopes. Okay, when R equals 1, right? My data will be straightforward on this line, right? Clearly
Right.
increasing, right?
Yes.
But here correlation coefficient is not exactly 1, right? If it's exactly 1, it lies on this line. Okay, if it's not exactly 1, it would lie more or less close to this line, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you here see for this point, x
Okay.
is greater and y is lesser than this value, and vice versa is also true. X is less, y is greater. I think the first 2 options said that, right?
Okay. This means the points are not tightly clustered, right, sir?
Yeah, these are around it. So if
Around
r
it,
equals
yeah.
0.86, there is possibility that some points will be below and some will be upper. Had it
Okay.
been 1, all points will be on line then. Okay, so that's what.
Sir, can you repeat once more? Sir? I just couldn't follow just what you said.
Okay, so if r equals 1, my all points will lie on this straight line, right?
Okay, sir.
But here is given r equals 0.86, means there is some separation from this line of my points.
Okay, sir.
So these pink dots are my points, right?
Yes, sir.
So you see that for this point, X is greater and Y is lower than this
Okay.
point. Similarly, you get
Oh,
option A and B.
okay. So it is not a decreasing graph; it's an increasing thing.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah.
It's
Oh.
0.86 makes sense over here. Why it's 0.86 only, not any
Do
other.
we need to
Okay.
plot the scatter plot to
You
find
just need to
know
get the
these
idea. Yeah. You
because
can
these
just
first
this
two points are really confusing. That's what.
Yeah, that's confusing. I agree. Okay. Okay, just quick you can say some quick rapid fire questions.
So this R equals, since it is positive 0.86, we can directly take it as positive, no, sir?
Yeah, you can directly say a strong positive, but it's not exactly on the line. It's somewhere
On the line,
deviating.
yes, on the linear line. Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, just some quick question. Mode effect is mode sensitive to outliers?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, can
median?
you explain the
1 minute.
relation between
Yes, sir.
standard
No, sir.
deviation
No,
and
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's just finish this. Median?
No, sir.
Yes,
No,
not
sir.
much, not much, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. If I am calculating mean of continuous data, you know what is continuous data?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's
Between
given in
two-
interval, right?
Yes,
between
sir.
an interval, sir.
So mean is exact or approximate?
Approximate, sir.
Approximate.
Approximate, sir.
Okay. If I add some constant to my observation, will the variability change?
No, sir.
No, variability
No,
will
sir.
not change. Mean will
Okay.
change.
Will
You
not
must
change,
know
sir.
where if you read this term variability, it means variance, straightforward. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, and do categorical data. What can we say? Can you represent categorical data in histogram?
No,
No, sir.
No, sir.
It will be bar chart.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. It will be in bar chart.
Yeah, not
Histogram is
histogram.
for numerical data, sir.
Okay. And just few more things to remember. You know the variance I'm doing for population. If this is the formula, you can definitely write it as yeah, write this, right?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
If it's sample, it would become one of that -1, right? Or
But
not?
there
Sorry,
will be no whole square.
not whole square. Okay, these two are clear, right?
Oh,
Right.
हाँ.
Can you explain
Yes, sir.
once again?
Population standard deviation formula is this.
Yes, sir.
If I open the whole square, it will become this.
Acha, okay, variance.
Similarly for sample, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you know the value of summation xi square and x bar, you can find population variance or sample variance, right? Straightforward.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, someone was asking from relation.
yes,
Sir, I have a doubt.
1 minute,
May
let
I?
me just tell him. It's asking from so long. So from his first equation, right?
yes, sir.
If I multiply both sides by n, it will become n times sigma x square equals this, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
If
Yes,
I
sir.
plug in this value in equation 2,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
if you multiply both sides, if you want to reverse it, you have to just do the cross multiplication, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Not further. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Any other
Okay,
doubt?
sir. Sir,
Or
Sir, I want to
do
know
you
that.
want to give any kind of tips for qualifier exam, because I'm a
Any
bit
relation
nervous.
between that this standard deviation and then covariance and variance? This thing.
there is no such relation. Covariance is something different, right?
Yeah, I'm asking with how to.
There is no such relation between them.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So,
So I have a
when will be
request.
the
Can you give
correlation
some tips
coefficient
for
is strong?
qualifier exam? I'm a bit
Just go
nervous.
one by one. I couldn't understand both of you actually.
Sir, I have a doubt. May I?
1 minute.
Sir,
Let them complete.
sir,
First.
I was asking, can
Yeah.
you give some tips or any kind of tips for qualifier exam?
Yeah, just stick to the basics. Mainly don't think so much. Just stick to the basis and target questions. There will be so many direct questions as well, but theoretical, which you can directly see and answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I wanted to ask, so correlation coefficient, the value of correlation coefficient, when will it be strong and
Okay, yeah, correlation coefficient. One thing, you know that correlation coefficient is this population covariance upon population standard deviation of X and population deviation of Y.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or sample covariance or sample
With
deviation of X
sample
and Y.
deviation. Yes, sir.
Okay, so which thing you compute first to find correlation
Okay.
coefficient? Like whether you compute covariance or standard deviations.
Standard deviation will come.
Okay, no, go for covariance first always.
Covariance.
Go for covariance always.
It will give positive or negative.
Yeah, you will at least know whether it's positive, negative, or even zero. If it's zero, you don't have to calculate it, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
go for covariance always first. Okay, yeah, moving on to range. Yeah, I'm talking about absolute values, okay?
Okay, sir.
If it's between 0 to 0.25, it means absence of linear relationship. If it's absence, you cannot say it's positive, negative, it's totally absent. Okay? As soon as it touches the 0.25 point, but less than 0.5, it's kind of weak. And if it touches 0.5, but less than 0.75, it's kind of moderate, we say. And as soon as it touches 0.75, it's strong. Okay. Same for point-biserial.
Same values.
Yeah, we just replace R by RPP. Same.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So you
Sir,
had
may I
mentioned
ask
some
the-
alternate formula for this sample variance, I believe.
Yeah.
So could you please explain that once, if it's possible?
Okay. Okay. I'm just doing it for population. Okay. It's fine. This is the formula, right?
No, sir. You had written for frequency also. Like it was the question for the bikes, I think.
Upon an
Summation Fi.
xi minus x bar whole square. Here, I think you have to find x bar using that thing. Okay. You have to find x bar using that thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
was this taught in some live sessions? I think I missed this one.
Yeah, it is. It is also in the slides. You can go through it.
The lecture only, ma'am.
In lecture
Okay,
also.
okay, okay. I think I missed that one.
You can go through it like for quick revision. You can go through these slides. I think that's.
Sir, I think it is also in EMQ questions.
It's kind of better, right? If you
Yes,
want
sir,
week
yes, sir.
3, you can just instead of watching whole lecture for 30 minutes, you can just quickly scroll and check out the formula and things. That's just a slides used by math as well. Nothing different.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
As we don't solve earlier,
Excuse me.
I also got confused for mean. For mean calculation, I also got confused here, x minus x bar.
Exactly.
Okay.
So is there a way to find out whether sometimes we have to multiply by frequency, or sometimes we just have to take x
Okay.
and
No.
the
Okay.
mean?
Let me just correct it. I think I did it wrong
Sure.
that
For
time.
continuous, you multiply
It's
with
this, right?
That is the problem.
Where your x bar is nothing but summation fi xi upon summation fi. That's the value
Here,
expecting.
what I
have,
did, xi is sigma xi by regular frequency.
yeah,
I took.
that's what I was doing also, I think, previously. So you have to just correct it, right?
So in
You will get it.
denominator, it will be sigma fi minus 1 now.
No,
Not
it's mean. It's mean.
No, not
Okay.
for mean. This.
Okay, if you're talking about sample, then yeah, it will be.
Yes. Okay, cool.
But x bar, you don't have to take x bar as summation xi by n. X bar is this thing.
That's what we did. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
what
the
I was
reason
also
we got
doing.
wrong answer.
Yeah.
But why we have to multiply by frequency here in the formula? That's
In
what
the-
I do not understand. Yeah.
What thing? Is okay. See, this is the same thing, right? If I give you, suppose this data, right? 1, 1, 1, and 2, 2, right?
In the summation,
If you, your voice is breaking. Hello. Okay, so for others here,
No,
suppose this is my data set. If I convert it into frequency table, right? So in general, if I have to find variance for this, right, what I do is I do it for all the observations, right? I will do it for this one again, this one again, this two again, this two again.
Oh,
yes, sir.
But what frequency do it? You do it
Yes.
only one time for this and multiply it by its frequency. That's simple.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. I understand now.
So whenever histogram is given or
Thank you,
whenever a
sir.
continuous data is given, we'll
Yeah.
just use this xi into fi, right?
Yeah, and
It's
that gives you the approximate value.
There is a repeated
Okay.
same observations.
Yeah. This observation one is repeating
Only
3 times.
continuous data basically. If you are given continuous data, then
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have some genuine doubt. Could you please point it?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, I just want to know, is there any relation between the correlation and R square?
Yeah, but R square is not that much in your syllabus. R square is just the square of correlation coefficient.
Can you point out my understanding? As per my understanding,
Yeah.
in linear relation, collinear represent the collinear represent how dense the variables points together are, and its sign like plus, negative and positive represent the direction or nature of graph, either increasing or decreasing, right?
Okay.
Whereas R square represent only how the variables point are clustered together with the representative line on the graph. Is it right or wrong?
You can say that, but R square is kind of, a different, bigger concept. That's why we're not covering it over here. You have to fit model. This is my line, right? So
Right,
R square will tell how close these points are.
That's what I say, where
Yeah.
R square represent only how the variable point are clustered together with the representative line on the graph.
Yeah, but there are also some different clarifications on R square. It's like if you keep on adding number of observation, your R square will keeps on increasing. There are more statistics in it. That's why we have another adjusted R square and a lot of things to do. Let's not go into that.
For this level of understanding, I can consider this.
Yeah, for now you can just consider it. R square is nothing but the square of that correlation coefficient.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So where
So
to
this is-
use this fi times xi minus x bar means
Whenever you are given continuous data or class intervals table.
class intervals, no?
Yeah.
So one question on that R square, just for information, is this R square similar to the sum squared error that we are studying in mathematics?
No, R square is different. It's the ratio of, in ratio the denominator is sum square of error, but I exactly don't know what you are studying in mathematics, so can't say.
Okay.
Let's not go deeper into that. Let's stick to the things we know for now.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
You will see that things in stats too for sure.
Okay.
Okay, any other doubt?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Myself Prasad. Just I was just curious to know who scored maximum in this mock test. Do you know about it?
I haven't checked out the data yet, but yeah, there are some students scoring 100. So yeah.
Okay, good.
Sir, I have a doubt in graded assignment.
Okay,
Week 4.
Okay.
Week 4 graded assignment. Question number 2.
Question number 2. This one. What is the population standard deviation?
Sir,
You have to just find it, right?
my question is, sir, the data is represented in lakhs.
Yeah.
Sir, why the answers are deviating from the actual?
No. The units are lakhs, right? So you just have to input the answer. Like here, it's 1.48. It's assumed that you are entering in lakhs. That's why it's mentioned there in lakhs only.
Okay, the answer we have to mention the answer also in the lakhs.
Yeah, in it here you will present only 1.48, not 148 and some three
Sir, that's
zeros.
why I got these 3 questions wrong.
Okay, no. Just use these values only. Don't make it 4 lakh, 6 lakh. It's not like that. Okay. Had it been, we have written 5 zeros after it. It's not an issue.
Okay.
Sir, can I ask a question? Yeah, like the same for this. Like here they have given for 1 plus and the places, right? It is repetitive, like Chennai, Punjab. So
Yeah.
so what will be the number of observations? Because yes, for me also my 3 of the questions were wrong.
There are 7 observations, right? 4 from Chennai and 3 from Punjab.
But they are same, no? Means Chennai is the same.
See,
so should we consider
Chennai
it as a different or what?
Yeah, Chennai is so big, right? There are different dealers. Like it's not possible that in Chennai there is only one dealer. There are different dealers in Chennai as well. So these are, you can say, first dealer, second dealer in Punjab, third dealer in Chennai, so on, 7 dealer in Chennai, just like that. These are different dealers' location.
So we can't consider them as 3 or 4, right? Means
Yeah,
even though the okay. Okay.
So in this assignment, the question after this, I just look at the data and guess the answer. Is it right way?
No, it's not the right way. It's just
because association between the I think Oppo sales and the city.
Which one you are saying? You are talking about this, right?
No, sir.
This one.
BB and no, sir. Upar.
This one.
और ऊपर. Yes, no होगा option में.
Yes or no? I think that's the only question.
The question.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just answer by the looking the given data. Yes or no? I didn't calculate. Just go to data first. Then I will. Yeah, in the data there is nothing related to the Chennai 4 and other place Chennai is 3 and other place Chennai is 5. Means there is no association by the while the location is varying and the sales is high and low.
No, you can't answer like that.
Okay.
It's just a luck factor.
So what would be the right procedure to answer that kind of
to
question?
compute by, you have to find the value of point-biserial coefficient, right?
Okay.
Then you will see that whether value is greater than or equal to 0.75. If
Right.
yes, go yes then.
Accidentally that answer is right. So I just want to know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, anything else?
The question
Sir, can I
number
ask a
12th
question?
and 13th, please.
Question number?
12th and 13th.
Here, this one, right?
Yeah.
What percentage of average students are in good economic students? Okay, so we are talking only about average student, right?
Here, I have some basic question.
Let me answer the question.
Okay.
So out of this total 186 students, only 96 are in good. So 96 over 186 times 100, right?
So my set is different from this.
Yeah, data set is different, but the approach should be same, right?
Okay.
We are talking about of all the students in average intelligence level, how many are in good economic condition. So I'm talking only about this. So 96 upon same for the, I think, next one.
Total.
So 96 upon 90 plus 96 or total?
96 upon total of this column, 186.
So multiply by 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a
96 by
question.
186 into 100. Yeah.
In that bike data set, you said about that multiplying by Fi.
Yeah.
When you are calculating that Fi, Xi and calculating the mean from that, do we have to multiply with Fi again to calculate the variance?
Yeah, you have to do it.
Even if you calculate the mean using the sigma Fi, Xi.
Yeah. See, if I open the bracket, right? Okay, let's not go into that, but yeah, you have to do it. That's some bigger concepts coming in. Yeah, you have to multiply it, and X bar is this. I was doing wrong earlier. I was just doing this, which is wrong. Okay. Anyone, anything else?
Yes, sir. So question in here. When we consider it, when we go with row frequency or column frequency,
It's up to you, whichever you find suitable to do.
Oh, okay. Through question we can any.
Yeah, whatever you find easier to do.
The 13th question.
The 13th question is the same, right? We are talking about what percentage of bright students, right? So my main focus is only on the bright students are in poor economic situation. So 50 upon 101, which is sum of this column, into 100, right? There are 101 students in bright category, out of which 50 are in poor economic condition, right? We are talking
So
only
when,
about the, yeah.
So when do we say covariance is positive and
Whenever its value coming greater than 0.
so which value?
Whenever covariance is coming greater than 0, you will say it's positive.
No, sir. Looking at graph, how can we say that?
Looking at graph. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, same as correlation. You can say this positive. If it's
Okay,
going something like that, it's negative.
Okay, sir.
And one more thing to observe is I'm doing it for population. Okay, it doesn't matter the sample; it will be same. But yeah, xi minus x bar times yi minus y bar, right? If all of my xi minus x bar are positive and all of my yi minus y bar are positive, my covariance will be positive, right? Because I am doing product of it. Positive into top positive is positive. If both are negative, then also I will get positive covariance. If one is positive and one is negative, I will get negative covariance. If all values, right?
Okay, sir.
All
Thank you.
values of this.
So that bonus practice assignment which they're given for week 4, sir.
Yeah.
Will you be discussing that?
Yeah, sure.
Because some of the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, that is one they had given the this unitless measure from this select the option number that represents the relations one can use to compute the unitless measure.
Yeah.
Of linear relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this unitless we have for standard deviation as well as for correlation, no, sir?
No, unitless is correlation. Standard deviation
Correlation
have
only.
units.
Have units, okay.
Unitless is
And
correlation. You have to
okay.
take this correlation and all the other.
Yeah, and the relationship between sample variance,
Sample and population variance, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
No,
we
they've
did it
given the
also.
question. How do
Yeah.
you find? Oh, that is what you say. Okay, okay. How you convert it from this to that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Week 5 graded assignment. Be careful. There is negative marking introduced. So yeah. Grading pattern is shown.
Excuse me, sir.
The PDF also. Yeah.
So,
So, sir, week 5 content will
qualifying the
not
qualifier
be.
exam.
Can you repeat?
So after qualifying the qualifier exam.
Yeah.
So we have to join? Do we have to join from week 1 or we can continue from week 5?
You will continue from week 5 only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you can till a result won't be declared before the week 5 deadline also. So you can keep on doing week 5, 6. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, week 5 content will not be there in qualifier exam,
No, it
right?
won't be there, but after qualifier you have to do. I think result takes some time to
Okay.
come out. So by then you can do it. Week 5 and week 6 you will have to do it.
Okay, but depending on result, we'll get the admission
So
for
we have to do week 5 and week 6 again after we will get the result.
No.
Because
After
it
result you will
all...
keep on continuing from week 7, week 8.
Sir, if we qualify in the qualifier and then maybe take up statistics not in this term but in the subsequent term, will we start from week 5 or from week 1 again?
Week 1 again.
We'll have to start from week 1 again.
Yeah, there are many students, I think in the session also they are doing it again.
So our qualifier marks will not be considered as quiz 1 marks.
I'm not sure about it. You have to contact the support, but yeah, you will have to give the quiz 1 again. That's also.
Can we also join from week 1 if we want? Start from week
in
1?
this term? No, in this
Yes,
term,
sir.
no. We have to do it in next term. In this term, we have already covered 4 weeks.
For the qualifying, these 4 weeks marks will be also included in some percentage or no?
No, these will only matter if you qualify.
Okay, no weightage in the qualifier test, right?
Yeah, no weightage.
Sir,
And
Yeah.
sir, what if we don't qualify and then we have to appear it for the re-exam in March?
Yeah.
So do we have to these 4 weeks assignment, like whether that will be calculated, or do again they will consider some other weeks performance?
That reappearing in qualifier, right? We are doing it for first time, so I think support team can answer you better. This is the first time we are giving
Okay.
chances.
Because what happens, like when we are working, we don't get enough time to so maybe chances are there, like
How many
for
subjects have
not
you taken?
qualifying in. It's 4 now for everyone.
No,
by
it's up
default,
to you
right?
how many you want. You can select 1, 2, 3. A maximum is 4.
For first week, you are saying?
So that is for quiz 1. I think for qualifier, all the 4 subjects are required.
Yes.
Okay, all
These
the
are
4 are
mandated.
required.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I didn't know.
Yes.
Only for
Okay.
from quiz 1, we can, if we are enrolling, then only we can select as per
Okay.
our quiz.
Yes,
Okay.
so these are mandated.
But you can also target it likewise. Like you have to do at least 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, something like that. You can target. I think.
sir, I have
Yes,
a
sir.
problem from the previous qualifier. Sir, do you have the question of previous qualifier?
Yeah, I have. 1 minute. Let me share it.
Where will you get this previous qualifier question papers?
They all get leaks. I think.
Sir, I have
So
also
most
some
of the mock questions are from the previous qualifier only.
Previous
Yeah, we're
qualifier
talking
paper
about
were
the
earlier
recent.
shared in some group, I think. At the
Recent
beginning,
qualifier
it
we're
was shared
talking
in some
about.
group.
Okay, let's
PDF
just
file.
let me just share it. Okay, yeah, so that's the.
So yes, sir, that hair color and eye color problem. So can you solve it? I don't know how to solve it.
This one?
Yes, sir.
This is same as graded assignment 4 question.
So I don't know how to solve it. So can you, sir, please solve it?
Have you done week 4?
Yes, sir, I've done week 4.
You solved last 6 question of graded assignment.
So yes, but here it is talking about some relation. How can we get a relation from here?
This association part?
Yes, sir, association. Percentage thing I've done. Percentage question I've answered.
Have you gone through MAM structure? Association is when all row relative frequencies or column relative frequencies are similar. You have to find row relative frequencies and column relative frequencies. That's a bit lengthy question as well. So not going in that.
How do we know the relationship is a straight line or not a straight line?
Depends on the value of correlation coefficient.
Sir, can you share this paper in our assignment or somewhere?
These type of questions are already covered. There's no need. This point-biserial calculation.
Okay.
It's strongly influenced. This is a grade assignment question. Nothing.
Do we really go through this previous assignment question papers, all those things?
No, there is no need. These are all straightforward questions. You have already covered these questions in.
So in that question, we have to first find the
like
row
this.
relative frequencies and then column relative frequencies, and then
No, you can
how do we
compute
compare?
any one of them, either row or column.
Okay.
I think you should go through this first lecture. I think first 2 lectures will be enough.
The contingency table.
Yeah, first 2 lectures will be enough.
Sir, I have also got in from previous questions there. Like I found of question like first n numbers, then there are something regarding the association between first 2 n number, first 3.
Sir, can you please repeat the?
So how to deal with these type of questions?
That's I think from some further mocks, week 5 to 8 or something. You won't be getting such questions. Not doing that. We are not doing it.
Sir, I am little bit confused in point-biserial correlation coefficient. Can you show that slide once again? Please explain it briefly.
Suppose you have 2 categories, okay? And some values over here. Let's say anything. Let's say sales. And you have city A, city B, city A, city B, and city A. Okay.
Yes, sir.
and then some random number. Okay, so let's take A as 0 and B as 1. You can do reverse also. You can take A as 1 and B as 0. It's up
Yes,
to you.
yes, I'm till this point I'm clear.
Okay, formula you know. Y0 bar minus Y1 bar.
By
Population standard
deviation
deviation.
into proportions, root of proportions of P1, P0 and P1, right?
So what is Y0 bar? Y0 bar is the mean of observation belong to 0 category. So 0th category is A, right? What are the observation belong to? It is 50,
Yes, sir.
10 and 30. So average of these is Y0 bar, right?
Yes.
Next is Y1 bar. These two are the first category. Observation are 20. So average of 20 and 12 will be Y1 bar.
Right.
Population standard deviation. Population standard deviation of all the observations.
So I'm a little bit confused here because in video lecture it was
Sample standard deviation.
Sample standard deviation.
No, but you have to take population standard deviation. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Sir,
Any
I
other?
actually didn't get
So
it.
P0 and P1 are the proportions of this 0 and 1 category.
Yeah,
right?
P0 is total number of observations are 5, right? And number of observation belong to 0th category 1, 2, 3.
So what is the relationship, like how to find, like if it's a
Now I am
straight
clear,
line
sir.
or not?
What's the relationship?
How to find if it's a straight line or not? Right.
You have to find the
based on-
value of correlation coefficient. That's only you can tell. There's no way.
So
nothing else.
what's the relation? Like should it be less than 0.25 or like is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
How do
that
we
thing.
interpret from the values of point by serial correlation coefficient that what is happening to data?
Okay, this is the weak relationship. Okay, linear to be specific. As soon as we touch 0.25, oh sorry, it's not weak. It's absence of linear relationship.
So this is same for R
Yes.
and RPB.
Yeah, same. 0.5 as soon as it touch, it's moderate, and then it's become strong, right?
No, actually, if you got 0.48, 0.49 like that, do we need to round it off to 0.5 or consider it as weak?
Weak.
So,
Yeah.
you just mentioned that instead of sample standard deviation, we take population standard deviation. Earlier, you had mentioned something about if we take sample standard deviation, then we have to find P0 as
Yeah, you have to do
divide
it
by
a
n.
different way. Yeah, that's a bit complicated. If you do it like that, okay,
Yeah.
you have to compute.
It's difficult actually. Taking
N minus
population
1,
is easy.
or you can do reverse also. You can or P0 as N0 by N and P1 as N1 by N minus 1 had to be N minus.
So then the Sx would be the
Yes.
whatever variance divided by n minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
now I got
N
it.
minus 1 will basically
This would be
cancel
complex
out.
to remember.
While when we take the population standard deviation, then we don't have to do this. We just divide n0 and n1
Yeah,
both
if you
by
take
n.
population here,
The,
then
the formula is
straightforward.
simple when we take
Okay, yes.
population.
So it's
standard
better
deviation.
this way. Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah,
this
no
way.
need to remember more.
Yeah.
So actually, why I'm asking that correlation coefficient in GA4, I got 0.498.
498.
0.498, I got the answer.
It would be, I think, moderate category.
Moderate, that's what I got
Yeah,
0 mark.
that till
The
3
same
decimal
situation
places.
comes in the qualifier. That's why I'm asking.
I just round it to 2 decimal places.
That's
only.
what I'm asking again and again.
Yeah, you have to round it to 2 decimal places. In qualifier, there won't be any ambiguity like that.
Okay, fine.
Would it be possible for you to just explain in mock 2 question number 19 again? There's some thing I didn't understand.
Okay.
In the choice of covariance, the option of covariance.
Yes, if my correlation is coefficient is positive. Okay, let's do it. You know the formula for correlation coefficient?
Yes.
Okay, it's I think covariance of x and y
and
upon let's say standard.
Yeah.
Let's take population. Okay. Yes, this is the population covariance and population. Okay.
Yes.
Can this ever be negative?
No.
Okay, no, it will always be positive, right?
Yes.
Same for this, right?
Yes.
And I know my this quantity is also positive.
Yes, in the question.
Yeah, so it must be positive, right?
Okay.
Something like that.
And
Your
in
denominator is
question,
positive.
in
Yeah.
question 18 also, there was just one thing where there was standard deviation mentioned. Can we say that standard deviation will be equal to 0 because we have 4 hours having 15 hours, calls per hour, and 4 hours having 5 per hour.
No. That's the average. Okay. Let's say in the first hour you receive 20 calls, in next you 10, then again 20, then 10.
Okay.
Average will be 15 again, right?
Okay. Okay. So that does not really determine the standard deviation.
You cannot say that it would be 0. Yeah.
Sir, one doubt there in the correlation, the normal correlation and this point serial correlation, both are the same value, but the calculation is different.
Yeah.
Is it so?
Yeah.
And so, and it will always lie between -1 to 1.
Yeah, it will always lie between -1. But for point biserial, we always ask the absolute value. So.
Okay. Yeah, but significance of both the value is same. The purpose is same, like it is the correlation.
No, the purpose is different. For correlation coefficient, we find between two numerical variables. And point biserial, we find between one categorical variable, which have only two categories. Either 0 or 1, right? And one numerical variable. It tells you the association between these two. Whereas the Pearson's tells you between two numericals.
Okay. And if it is completely categorical, then we go for that row and column.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For both two categorical variables, you go into that row relative, column relative stuff. Okay.
Ishan, actually, I have one doubt.
Okay.
Regarding this R, what you explained earlier, this generalized AX plus B, CX plus D, that's not clear for me actually.
Okay, so the point is, suppose you have variable X and Y. Okay.
Okay.
And you find its correlation coefficient, it comes out to be R.
Okay.
Now I replaced all the values of X by Y and all the values of Y by X. It would still be same. Okay.
Yes.
Third scenario, if I multiply all the observations of X by some constant A and add some constant B. Yeah, multiply by some constant A and add some constant B. Same for Y. I multiply by constant C and add B. And A and C both should be greater than 0 for sure. Then also my correlation coefficient won't change.
But here X is added 0.10, Y is multiplied twice. How to correlate with this?
A equals 1 and B equals 0.10.
Oh, B is
so
0.10.
New becomes AX plus B becomes X plus 0.10, right? And for this, D equals 0 and C equals 2, right? So 2Y.
Okay. Then BD, whatever it might be.
Yeah,
we
BD,
don't care about B and D values.
A and C must be positive.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can we expect? Hello, sir. Can we expect questions like from?
I have a doubt in sir mock 2 question number 15.
Let him complete first. I think someone was saying. Yeah, can we expect question from?
So, sir, actually, I'm traveling in like as I said before, first n numbers, their standard deviation something given, or even correlation of first 4 n number or something, and like means like a number series of type questions. I always travel into those type of questions. So can we expect those type of questions?
Oh no, you won't expect such question. We just will be given simple this time. This time it's not a bit complicated.
Okay, so one more type question, like for instance, the score of Virat Kohli 7 matches given, and out of 9. So, but 9 innings are like their standard deviation is something and the mean is something. So I need to find missing two matches scores.
Yeah, I think there are many questions in practice also like that. You can solve that.
Okay.
These are the questions in practice, so yeah, you can expect such. No worries on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone, any other thing, or shall we close?
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I have
sir,
query, but nothing
so
related
much.
to the subject.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And all the best for
Thank you. Yeah.
qualifier quiz
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you
much
so
Sir.
much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
needed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
That
sir.
was needed very much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Good
so much,
night,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Ishan, can you wait for 5 more minutes to help me?
Yeah, I just asked. I will have to ask
Yeah,
Ashwini.
actually,
Yeah.
I'm writing this type of exams after 15 years, almost more than 15 years. And when I wrote, everything was darkening with pencils, that type of paper-based test. This is the computerized test, and I'm troubling how to manage this time in within 4 hours. What is the best practice to do? Because I'm not in touch with any other student also. That's
Well,
what I need help, how to approach, how to manage these 4 hours, especially these 4 subjects and time constraint. I'm able to answer the questions, but time is the main constraint for me in
yeah,
maths and
time is you have to manage. You have to, I think, target your strengths first, which you think you will be able to wrap up quickly. You have to, I think, basically go for the question in 2 passes. In first pass is doing the easy and quick ones, straightforward.
like without calculations.
Yeah, straightforward, which you think you will be able to do easily.
Okay.
Because solving one difficult question won't get you some extra marks for sure.
And
It's
the
better you solve the
calculations
easy question.
messing up somewhere also in hurry.
Yeah, that's what you have. That's the part you have to check. Calculation
Sir,
is.
Hello, sir.
Sir, do we have an option to skip a question and then come back to it?
Yeah, you definitely have option. You can even switch sections as well. English
Subjects.
stats. Yeah,
Subjects
but
also.
that's not, I would suggest for sure.
Okay.
Okay, sir. There.
Means if somebody completes.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt, sir. Question number 15, sir. Mock 2, sir.
Okay, still have some doubts left. Question 15, right?
Yes, sir.
This one, right? Yeah. You are given relative frequency and frequency for A. You can find a total. Total will come out to be 200 crores something. Okay. And for D, let's say its frequency is X. So for B, it will be X plus 5 and sum will be 200. So you can find X straight.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sir, mock test 1. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Mock test 1, question 15. This one, right? Okay. Which option?
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay. Till then, anything else?
Yeah, sir, tell me one thing, like we have 4 papers, right? So the 1 hour slot will for
No,
individual
it's
subject,
not
like
fixed.
1 hour for
You can
each
switch
only,
in
or it's
between.
continuous?
You can give 30 minutes to
Okay,
one
it's a
and
continuous 4
1.5
hours,
to
right?
2. Yeah, it's continuous 4 hours.
Okay,
For
if we
more
save
details, you
some
can
time for
contact
English, we
support
can
team.
devote that to other subjects.
Yeah, for confirmation
Okay.
and more clarity, you can ask support team because we also don't have such much information.
Sir,
I
for
think such instructions will be given
Sir,
at the
yes, sir.
seminar
It's
also, right?
question number, sir. Question number 14, sir.
Okay.
This one. Yes, sir.
Okay, which option?
Sir, it's a median, sir. The median of the given data is week 5, sir.
Yeah, we have done these type of, I think, 4 or 5 questions today. You can just go on YouTube and check, I think. We did it question wise also, so it would be easy to find for you. We did it a lot. Yeah, we
Okay,
did it for this question also, question 5 also we did. And one more question was there, we did it. Yeah. You can find it. Okay. So anything else, or shall we close for today?
Just one last question.
Yeah.
Just one last question. The coefficient of correlation you said does not change if we multiply by a constant or add a constant.
Yeah.
Does that same apply to the point-biserial?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So for the just a general question, like for the row relative frequencies, like if there are say 3 categories or 4 categories. Now,
Okay.
if any 2 category have the same columns, same almost similar type of percentage or proportion, then those 2 will be unrelated. Unrelated. But the other 2, if they are not, they can be related to them.
Yeah, but in general, you will answer that there is a relation.
But if the complete system is taken, then there is a relation.
Yeah.
Okay. But if just two are asked, say basically if just those two variables, then I can say that they are unrelated.
Yeah, but we won't be doing such things for now.
No, I'm just asking for the general question because I was just taking I just took a random data and I found this, so I was just curious about knowing it.
Yeah, that's it.
I also have doubt here. Are we checking for each row or are we comparing with one row with another row?
Comparing all the rows one by one, like first row, second, third. So
yeah. So actually,
comparing each row with other row.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I think we can close for now. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Can
you.
you
Thank you.
You are telling go through 2 passes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
just go through.
That means each
Like in the-
subject or 4 subjects.
I can tell for stats. I think if I had to make a strategy, I will go through like one pass. I will go and take just question which I can do easily, and which I find like it's time taking or something. I will do it because after I go through a pass, I am sure like in next 45 minutes I have to do only 5-6 questions, not 15 questions.
Yes.
So that's kind of mental pressure release, you can say.
Okay. And each subject, how is switching on subjects? How you suggest?
I think it's up to you, Ivan. I'm not sure about other subjects. How are they?
Just how you will do? Just tell yours only. That's it.
No, like what's your strength? Like for some find stats easy, some find going on maths first easy.
I'm feeling stats as difficult. I want to keep it as at last and see.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, if you can wrap up first 3, I think even 15-20 minutes earlier, you will have some bonus time for that stats. Like,
English city usually you can cover in
English city
half an
you
hour
can
of
cover.
time, so you get
Yes,
1 hour
English
extra
will do first
that you can
anyway.
spend on stat and maths.
Yeah, that's up to you. Or I think your mind is fresh in starting. Sometimes you can do stats maths at that time also, because more fresh mind you keep in stats math, more less calculation mistakes you will be making. Right?
Okay. The problem is stats is taking too much time actually.
In qualifier it won't take.
It's not difficult but lengthy.
In qualifier it won't take. This qualifier we have kept it pretty simple, less calculation work, nothing.
Okay, then happy.
Because there is nothing beneficial for testing on calculation.
Yes,
just
true.
testing on concepts.
Obviously. Anyway, in the future, we will do all in Excel only.
Yeah. So we will be testing only on the concepts this time for sure. Okay.
I never calculated with my pen and pencil in my whole career.
Okay, yeah. That's just a college school fix.
After that, everything is in Excel only.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Thank you so much. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a thing for participants. Can we share our numbers with each other so that if sometime if we have to discuss something, and anybody is willing to do that?
I think we can go to discourse for that.
Yeah, or you can start a new thread, introduction, discourse or discussion forum, and give your intro and
See, after if we qualify, we can make some groups in WhatsApp or Telegram.
Right.
After qualifier.
Okay, guys, I will be asking student to close the session. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.